Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, screwed up my own opening. Let's try that again. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. I'm your host, the Ranting Monkey, and I hope you're having a good, whatever fucking day this is. What is it, Wednesday? Hope you're having a good Wednesday, Tuesday. Fuck, now I gotta look. I'm having a wonderful opening so far. I hope you're having a good Wednesday out there. Oh my goodness, man. I shouldn't be here right now. I should have done this last night. But I got really tired. I've been getting so tired lately, man. When it's time for me to sleep, I just fucking go to sleep, and I don't even know what in the world is making me that tired. Somebody said I'm muted. No, I'm not. You can actually see how that little circle goes around my thing. That's me talking. You might need to turn me up. But this morning I had a plan. I was going to get up and I was going to play me some No Man's Sky Beyond because the patch is dropping today. But since I play on a PC like a normal person, and I'm not a heathen that plays on Xbox or PlayStation, I don't get it yet. They've already released it for those two platforms, but the Steam version won't come out for another hour or two at least. So I'm not doing that yet either. But look forward to a game stream later. Anyhow, wow. Triggered a couple of people already this morning. I wasn't even trying to. I watched Sinatra's video yesterday on the Social Democrats convention. I sent him a link if he's around. He's welcome to come in, but I'm not going to rip apart his video. I actually liked it. It was the one we've all seen. Point of personal privilege. And we all laugh at the things that people get triggered by on the other side. But it is amazing things that trigger people just in general. Like the one that I saw that really our short story today. How about that? We'll do the short story today. Was I saw it from a tweet from Hi, I Think I'm Real. And I don't care about your opinion on him. It wasn't even what he said so much that was important here. There's a game called Apex Legends, and they have a new cosmetic item in their game that if you buy it, the cheapest way you can buy it for a cosmetic item, for those of you who don't play video games, that means it is literally just the look of an item in the game. The cheapest is $170. And some dude lost his shit on Twitter over it. And Real just came out and goes, there's no issue here. It's a non-issue. It's a cosmetic item. It does nothing. It's not pay to win. But if you go and look at I'll link the original tweet, just the number of people losing their shit over it. Oh my God. I can't believe anybody. How dare they try to rip people off? They're not ripping anybody off. You don't have to get it. It literally, all it is to make something look nice in your game. It's $170 far. US. $170. But these people are acting as though you can't even play the game without it, which is not even close to true. Even they admit it. I got into an argument with one guy in here. He's like, let me see if I can find his exact stupid ass remark. There's his dumbass face. Because he actually starts his reply to me where I said, this is who cares? Who cares? It only matters to the person who buys it. Because not everyone is level-headed enough to make informed purchases. Who the fuck are you to decide if they're level-headed enough to make an informed purchase? How the fuck do you know? Look, if you got $170 to blow, then my guess is you probably own a whole bunch of stupid shit that I would look at and go, damn, you shouldn't have bought that. Far says, Jesus fucking Christ, who the fuck would pay that much for a cosmetic item? Lots of people. Look, there's a reason that games tend to make more money when they drop a subscription model and go to a cash store model. If you have a subscription model, you're only getting that, what, $15 a month is what most people get for those kind of games. You go to a cash market, man, you can sell them everything. That better be a damn good cosmetic item for that price. I don't think it is. I'd never pay that much for it. But I'm also not going to say nobody else should or that the company's bad for making it. Fuck them, man. Have you ever seen the kind of shit that that people pay for in deluxe edition of games? Sorry, guys, I had a little bit of a hiccupy thing there. Did they pay for in deluxe editions of games? Stuff that's just like, that ain't worth that. What are you doing? What are you doing? You got $200 to blow on that, and that's what you could have got the same game for $50 and went and bought something nice for the other 150, for fuck's sake. It's not up to anyone else except for the person making that purchase. But these people, man, you would think that you weren't allowed to play the game without buying it. Oh my goodness. And you can actually end up paying a whole lot more for it if you wanted to. Random says a nickel and dime model. Yeah, it is, but it's amazing how much people are willing to toss into a game for minor things. I mean, and if they want to do that, that's up to them. I mean, this was one of the problems with mobile games. Everybody's like, oh, they're ripping people off. Like, those people know what they're doing. Those people, they're actively paying $20 for fake game cash or $20 so they can play the game for another 20 minutes. Now that's a little douchey, but as long as it's not affecting gameplay, I don't give two fucks. And anybody come to me, they don't know what they're purchasing. Go fuck yourself. You don't accidentally spend $170, or at least I don't. And if you're the kind of person who can accidentally spend $170, then you probably have enough money that you don't give a fuck about that $170. But that's enough for whining about video games for the moment, at least. I couldn't believe how many of these people were losing their fucking shit over it. I said to Rio, because he said there's no outrage here. I said, no, there's outrage here. There just really shouldn't be. Because if you're a gamer, this is actually the kind of model you should be looking for. This is the kind of thing you should be supporting. It's when they have pay to win or pay to play. Those are where I can see objections to it. But if it's just pay to look different, fuck it. Let those people go spend their money. That's a good place for game companies to be doing this shit. Anyhow, yeah, that's where you want them to be focusing their efforts. So it's not a pay to win system, for fuck's sake. You guys know how much people used to pay for items in Diablo 2, where they would buy these things on like eBay and shit. And yeah, those were at least usable weapons in the game, but they were buying them from each other. People pay hundreds of dollars for these things. You know what those are worth now? Nothing. You know what they were worth then? Nothing. But it was a cool thing to have, and people had a lot of fucking money to waste. So, hey, fuck it. I don't care. None of my fucking business. Anyhow. Now, the other thing. This one is probably going to get a little more. It's going to upset some of you, I'm sure. I triggered some people today. Because I responded to a moron. Bishop Talbot Swan. Do you guys know Bishop Talbot? He said, only in America can you be pro-death penalty, pro-unrestricted gun rights, pro-war, pro-preemptive strike, pro-torture, pro-healthcare repeal, pro-police defending every extrajudicial murder of an unarmed black person, and still perfidiously call yourself pro-life. Dun, dun, dun. And I just responded, look, that's because pro-life is the name that has been given in abortion, in the abortion debate. Just like we say pro-choice, but we know it's pro-abortion. And people, I am not pro-abortion. Yeah, you are. Don't sit here and tell me you're pro-choice. Because if I'm going to ask you a question right now. So for those of you who are already upset because I started talking about this, I'm going to ask you a question right now. Are you for or against legalized abortion? Because I'm going to give you a hint. I'll give you a hint here. Being for something and being pro something, they're synonymous. No, that doesn't mean you think people should go out there and have abortions. For fuck's sake, that's not the argument. How can you miss the point any fucking harder? God damn, people got their panties in a bunch when I said that. Dear Christ. Point creation, thank you so much. I'm not pro-life. I'm anti-ripping fetuses apart. Thank you for the donation. Bill Clinton really gave us this argument. It had been mentioned now and then before, but back during 1992, he said, we need to reframe this because we're not pro-abortion, we're pro-choice. I don't support women having abortions, except for all those ones I knocked up that Hillary doesn't know about. But we have to say we're pro-choice. We're for a woman's right to choose. All right. But when it comes to whether or not you're for or against abortion, you're for it. You're for it. Even if you say, I'm not for abortion. Yes, you are. That's like saying, I'm for something that I'm against. The fuck are you talking about? How are you for something you're against? That's asinine. I mean, when we're talking about the legalization of it, you are for legalized abortion. And there's nothing wrong with saying that, except for the fact it sounds so bad when you say, I'm for abortion. But you are for it. It's not something I'd ever do. Fine. But you're for other people doing it, right? Then you're for it. I don't understand why that causes people such headache. Why it makes them, well, I do understand it. I do understand it because we know what it actually means. Far says I'm pro pocket fetus. But man, if you suggest people are for abortion instead of pro-choice, I'm so pro-choice. They lose their shit, man. I'm pro-gun. I don't own one, and I don't encourage other people to own one, but I'm for guns. I guess I'm supposed to say I'm pro-choice on guns now. I'm for free speech. I don't support everything anybody says, but I'm for their right to say it. I guess I'm pro-choice on speech. No. Hey, Brambles, how you doing, man? By the way, guys, were you guys able to share the stream? Those of you who do, thank you, sweetheart. Say hi to the crowd.
Hello, everybody.
That's the lady monkey. She brought me a drink because she's a sweetheart. What's the matter?
Just checking on the chat. See how everybody's doing.
Oh, they're listening to me rant right now. So.
Oh, good luck, folks.
I love you, baby.
Love you.
Drive safe.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, sweetie. They just said Lady Monkey's awesome. She just walked away. Anyway, what was I saying? It doesn't feel good to say you're pro-abortion. You know why? You want to guess? I mean, I'm pro-death penalty. That means I'm for killing people? If you want to say I'm pro-killing prisoners, I mean, in a way, sure. I mean, if there's a capital case. I've become less so over time just because of the number of times that they've gotten that shit wrong when we've seen people released. And I don't really like the idea of accidentally killing an innocent man. But I do think there's certain times that it's absolutely justified as well. Like this asshole down in El Paso at the Walmart. They want to throw him in an electric chair. Fuck, throw him in a bathtub with a toaster. I'm okay with that. But we know he did it. So yeah, I have no problem with that. Oh my God, Monkey, good morning. Hi, Weibo. How are you? Odd for you to be in this show. I'm pro-choice. I definitely do not encourage this. Religious objections aside, it's more out of, I know the toll of surgery can take on a body and don't wish that on anyone. I prefer encouraging birth control. Okay. But you are still in favor of having abortions. You're pro having it legal. You're pro having them, whether you have it or somebody else has it or not. You still want to leave that up to people. So that, I mean, I don't understand the problem with it. And I know what Bill Clinton was doing. Bill Clinton was being very he convinced a lot of people, man. A lot of people, man. Hey, look. I'm not really for this thing. I'm just for it. But look, no, we're pro-choice. We're pro giving the woman the right to choose. And you know what? Yeah, she has the right to choose. What does she have the right to choose there? Somebody help me with this. There's a word I'm looking for that she's allowed to choose. Abortion. That's it. She's allowed to choose a fucking abortion. We're not talking about her going down and figuring out what China pattern to buy. We're talking about her being pro-abortion. Or about having an abortion. I'm sorry. I got distracted here with something else I was trying to do. Because I saw the Badger Man, and if he'd like to come hang out while he's actually awake for a change, throw him a link. It's just, it is amazing how triggered people got by that. Anyway, I was asking if you guys were able to share this. YouTube would not allow me to share my own stream, which was weird. It just got to this box, and it hung. There was just a white box with an X over at the side, and I refreshed several different times, and that's all it would give me. Anyhow, but yeah, it was amazing. I'm not pro-abortion. How dare you say that about me, sir? I just think they should be legal. And then you're pro-abortion. I don't know what else to tell you. You don't have to like it. You don't have to like that that's what side you're on, but it's what side you're on. If you can bring yourself to look, I'm pro-abortion in the cape of rape, and actually I'm pro giving them the morning after pill kind of thing. Take care of that immediately. But I didn't know about stream until 8 minutes in. You know what? If you listened on Scribe's nights when we stream on Lords of the Night, about 10 minutes in, you'll hear my phone go off. That's me getting a notice that we've gone live. Oh, we're talking about dead babies. No, not anymore. We're done. I didn't want to talk about that for too long. I was just like, oh my God, why are you guys so upset by this? It's the choice you're making. Why are you upset by that? People aren't triggered, just disappointed. No, they're actually triggered by it. If you are okay, to not understand the difference between legalizing a thing and the actual thing, sad. I do understand the difference. The point is, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that being in favor of legalized abortion is just saying, well, I think some little girl somewhere might need one, so I think it's okay, but not for me because I'm not really for it. Yes, you are. You're for it. You're for it. Huh? I'm pro-abortion, but I'm extremely pro-birth control. Hey, look, and that's a fine thing. That I don't understand why people are like, I am not pro-abortion. What do you find so disgusting about that? What do you find so disgusting about that you're willing to sit there and insult people because they point out that you're for abortion? How dare you suggest I'm for a thing I'm for? Damn it. Kiss my ass. Look, if you are so offended by it, maybe you need to sit down with your values and figure out why. Because that's between you and your conscience, not you and me. Anyhow. So. Donald Trump is going to get in trouble again. I saw this one actually not long before I decided to actually go to air. Because like I said, I'm only here because No Man's Sky didn't drop my fucking update, you bastards. Anyway, I thought you were pro-life. I'm anti-abortion. Again, the only time I don't think I could tell a woman who's been raped that she has to carry a child. And I've heard all the arguments. Look, that child didn't do anything. You're right, but torturing a woman for 9 months is fucking disgusting. I'm pro renting monkey needs a Snickers. Fuck that. I'm right where I need to be. Right where I need to be. So CNBC today put out a tweet about an hour ago, actually. I didn't realize it'd been that long. President Trump, I keep forgetting that I can put this on the screen now, and it's so much nicer to do. Hang on, let me clear up everything else here. All right, everything's cleared off the screen there. I have a weird issue with having to have all my notifications, all my messages, all of that shit cleared all the time. And it's what you hear me doing in the background a lot. Oh shit, Badger, I'm sorry, I didn't see you come in. How you doing, Badger? Badger?
I was about to put in the chat that crippled ape forgot about me.
No, I just didn't have that screen up. I was looking at the shit. Now I feel bad.
It's all right. It's all right. I know that this is something that the thing is, I've never experienced it from the side of the broadcaster, so I don't know what it exactly looks like, but I assume that it's like not that obvious, and
Well, the little box at the bottom where you can see all of us.
What?
On the.
I don't have that. What do you mean?
Oh, that's weird.
I have a little bar that says mute, start cam, settings, share screen.
Yeah, right above that, it should have us in the chat.
It just has me there. It says you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you.
Oh,
and I'm like, yeah, I guess.
You got some weird German shit going on there.
No, I think that's if you're just a guest and not the streamer.
No, because I've been a guest on Blood Wings. And I could see all of us down there. But anyway, when you come in, it just drops you at the bottom of the screen there, and I have to click on it to actually bring you in here. If I'm not on this screen, I don't see that happened.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Trump's going to get in trouble again because, as CNBC reports, President Trump said yesterday, "I have no idea if former President Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton were somehow involved in the death of Jeffrey Epstein, the wealthy financier who died last weekend after an apparent jailhouse suicide." Now, we got to talk about that. You know why we have to talk about that, Badger?
Because it's Trump and...
Because it's not true. This is why. It's not true. I mean, did he say that? Yes.
Let me guess. He was asked about it specifically?
Ding, 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 ding. We had this same fucking thing happen with Ilhan Omar.
Yeah. He was asked about it in the Rose Garden before he flew off to somewhere, and he said, yeah, whatever answer he gave.
He said, I don't know, that it's been floated out there. I'm sure people will look into it. And in this case, it was kind of funny because they asked him, do you think that they were involved in his death? And he's like, I don't know, but it is weird how much time Bill Clinton spent with Jeffrey Epstein. Of that 38-second clip that, I'll throw that in the chat for people who want to see it. I have to keep a second chat open so that I can share chat. Isn't that fucking weird?
Yeah.
Because I can't share it through StreamYard for some reason. It doesn't come up right. So I have to share it through the YouTube chat.
That is dumb.
Anyway, so what he goes, do you think he was involved in, I don't know, or whatever he said. I don't know if they were involved. But then he goes on to just rip on Bill for hanging out with him for so much. That is 34 seconds of the 38-second clip is him just
nice. But again, the thing is, the one thing I thought we were kind of clear about, if you looked on Twitter, was that there was something fishy, and most likely it involved the Clintons.
You think? Yeah.
That's I feel like that's what the left and the right came together on. Like, you saw so many people with not the establishment left, not the establishment Democrats, but like people like the Young Turks, But I'm just thinking, I mean, they've got a bone to pick with Hillary anyway because of 2016. So we all come together on this. The Clintons, Epstein. There's something there.
Now, Kathy says, oh, wait, he told the truth and it was just taken out of context. Well, it was kind of presented out of context there. And I don't really have a problem with what CNBC did there, except for the fact they should have said he responded or he replied or something like that. The problem's going to come later on in the news day.
Yeah, when they say, oh, Trump's bringing it up again.
Yes, they're going to say that Trump floated this. Trump floated the idea. No, he fucking didn't. He just answered a question. Yes, hashtag I'm not sad. Let me get that out there. He just answered the question. And they do this to him a lot. Like, Trump brought this up. Like, no, Trump answered your dumbass questions.
Yeah, but what they do this, it's so easy to see that first they ask a question, then Trump responds, then they cut out the question. It looks like Trump just talked about it out of his own volition. Just out of thin air. And
we end up with Trump floating conspiracy theories. We see that a lot. Trump floated that conspiracy theory. No, he didn't. Now, that's not to say the president never does. He does. He can be a dick sometimes. And that's fine. Yeah. I have no problem with that. He was funny as shit talking about Fredo yesterday or the day before. I thought he was Fredo.
I love the end of that tweet where he's like, low rating CNN.
Just you actually do a pretty decent Trump.
Thanks, I guess. I learned, the thing is, I have to say, this sounds so weird. I learned that from Ben Shapiro.
Nice. You do a good Ben Shapiro doing Trump. How about that?
Yes, I could take that. Yeah.
The Epstein thing just gets weirder and weirder. Because last we heard, thank you, Cryptic. Epstein probably got a force Hitler way out. Well,
I disavow.
Oh, indeed, I forgot you have to do that.
Yeah.
My last one I forgot to put on the screen. I'm so sorry. That was from shit. That was a long time ago. I'm so sorry. I forgot to put it on the screen. I try to remember to get those on the screen now that I can do that. It was from Point Curation a while back, and that was the one about being against tearing fetuses apart. Yeah, I didn't do that because of what it said. I'll only look. I'm not telling you there won't be ones I won't put on screen. It's just I forgot it because I have the two screens open and the two chat screens. Oh, it's driving me nuts. I might have to figure a way around that. Anyway, but what was I saying? What was I saying, Badger? Oh no, I wanted to talk about Epstein because this just gets weirder and weirder. Last we had heard, good morning, Nuts. Last we had heard is that Epstein hadn't been checked on for an hour before he died.
Mm-hmm.
The news yesterday, 3 hours.
Oh, God.
He hadn't been checked on in 3 hours.
Suicide watch, y'all.
We also heard... Now, these ones, I don't know how true they are because they're coming from a source familiar with the matter.
Oh, God.
That Epstein was heard screaming in his cell.
The thing is, how do they know it was Epstein?
Well, maybe he was yelling about his private island. I don't know.
No, but just think about that. Maybe it was, if now I'm going into conspiracy theory territory for crying out loud. But if he was suicided, so to speak.
He was suicided.
Then maybe it was someone just why is he screaming in the first place? Like, or why is anyone screaming in his cell in the first place? If he kills himself, why would he be screaming?
Well, if he killed himself the way that they said he did, that he wouldn't be able to scream very loud.
Yeah, exactly.
It's different if you're like stabbing yourself, I suppose. But when you're cutting off all oxygen, it's hard to scream when you have no oxygen.
Yeah, it's hard to exhale if you're cutting off all your
ask James Garner. Not James Garner. What was the guy in New York? Eric Garner. Screwed that joke up. He was screaming, "I'm not sad." Here's what we do know about Epstein. He was taken off suicide watch at the end of July after only being on there a couple of days at most.
Yeah.
Anybody who's on suicide watch or who's recently been on suicide watch is supposed to have another inmate in their cell with them.
Mm-hmm.
His cellmate got transferred out a couple days before, something like that.
Oh, what a weird coincidence.
Yeah, odd how that happens. Real quick, thank you, Darkshade. Something tells me the minute I step away from my computer to do something else like sleep, the No Man's Sky update will happen. If you go by next, real quick, guys, just to touch on that real quick. If you go by the next update, when that was released, it'll probably be released, in about half an hour. So, but, look, he was taken off suicide watch. They didn't immediately transfer somebody back into his cell. He hadn't been checked on for at least an hour. And the guards that were guarding him, one of them wasn't even a prison guard. He did some kind of other thing. And because of understaffing, he was moved kind of into that position. And both of the people involved, the two guards that are now on administrative leave, were working overtime because they were overworked. And yes, the warden has been temporarily reassigned to a prison in Pennsylvania, I think it was. Yeah. So that's what have come out as, I'm using air quotes, facts, but we'll see. Anthony Vogel says it was Agent 47. I tell you, it was weird is what it was. It was fucking weird. There's a whole lot of coincidence. I know Ben Shapiro did a video yesterday. I didn't watch it because I don't care. But he did a video yesterday where he's like, there was nothing to see here because Ben's that kind of guy. He doesn't want to go the conspiracy route.
No, Ben just doesn't want to get sad.
Yeah, well, that too. He's little. He'll get sad quick.
Oh yeah.
He won't have a chance. But I get the urge not to go down the conspiracy theory hole. I don't want to do it. I really don't. But there's way too many of these things, man.
Yeah.
Way too many coincidences right in a row to where even if you're thinking, okay, nobody killed him, they made it very easy for him to kill himself. Especially, don't forget, he did this the day after the giant document drop.
Mm-hmm.
The giant document drop, which specifically named Bill Richardson, former governor of New Mexico, a senator. I forget what his name was because
George Mitchell, I think.
Was it? Yeah, okay. Named Prince Andrew and it named Alan Dershowitz. Specifically, name those four people like, you got some splaining to do.
Yep.
And yeah, the timing on all of it, even if you don't think, somebody killed him, it's still really easy to believe that they set it up so that he could do it himself.
Yep. The one thing that that got me thinking was where and how did he get that, like whatever he used to asphyxiate himself? Like,
he just used his bed sheet from what they've told us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't on suicide watch, so he could have.
Oh, okay.
He could have them.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't have to wear. Was it Jack told us the other day about paper pants, that kind of thing that you'd give somebody who's on suicide watch? Yeah. God. Well, it's kind of hard to hang yourself with your underwear, so you can still have those, I guess. Tidy whities, some tidy whities.
Yeah, I mean, it's also pretty hard to hang yourself with paper.
Yeah, indeed.
It probably rips, so you can have your tidy whities in paper and works. Again,
they had people, or he's supposed to have had somebody in there with him because he was recently on suicide watch. And I suppose they do it with people who are on suicide watch as well. But recently on, we're apparently supposed to have it too. And yeah, nah, man, we'll put somebody there later. There's no overcrowding here where we need to move somebody. That'll take days.
Oh God.
Anyhow, yeah, just way too many coincidences going on here. Way too many questions. And somebody said in chat, excuse me, it's there it is, faithless. It's the real stretch of credibility to not believe in foul play. And again, I'm not saying somebody killed him. I wouldn't be. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility, but I think at the very least, it was set up so he could do it himself. At the very least.
At the very least, yeah. There's so much negligence going on that at the very least they were like, please kill yourself.
Yeah. Look, you tried it before. Why don't we turn the other way for a few hours?
Yeah.
Oh, and I still haven't found out. I haven't seen any hard evidence or any verification. There was rumors that the cameras were out. Somebody said that they were out due to a firmware update, which is possible. I mean, it is, but again, if that's true, that's just one more goddamn coincidence.
Yeah.
What a world, man. What a world. How dare you suggest that there's any kind of conspiracy here? I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm suggesting you guys are.
The thing is, it's the same people that are like, oh, how dare you even consider that there might be a conspiracy going on here? The same people that are saying, fucking, what was it? Stacey Abrams got her election stolen from her because of a conspiracy by the GOP in Georgia? I think it was Georgia, yeah. Like, the same people in the media.
Look, man, the GOP, they do nothing but conspiracies. They sit around all day.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up with new conspiracies.
Oh, yeah. Sounds about right.
Trump is trying to turn Biden's gaffes into a major liability.
Biden's gaffes are a major liability.
Wait. Time out. This is coming from the Washington Post.
Okay? Of course it is.
Anytime Trump misstates anything, it becomes news for days. Yeah. They actually will. It's another one of Trump's lies. When he accidentally said that his father came here from Germany instead of his grandfather, oh, he's just lying about himself.
Yo, Monkey, remember Covfefe?
Right.
Remember Covfefe? Fucking up. Despite the constant negative press, Covfefe. I mean,
but
that was news for days. We still, everyone knows what. I mean, everyone knows. Everyone has heard of Covfefe. No one knows what it is, but everyone has heard of Covfefe. Like, huh? and now, oh, Trump tries to turn Biden's gaffes into news. They are news. He's running for. He's the front runner, for crying out loud. He's pretty likely to secure the nomination.
He's got a good shot. I don't know, man.
I said he's likely.
Seeing him lately, I don't know. He has fallen down so much lately.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I
mean, truth over facts, man.
Well, truth over facts. Oh, this idiot. There are other Democrats who could take up the mantle, and Biden. The only reason Biden is a name is because he was Obama's vice president.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, he'd just be an old senator that people had already forgotten about.
I thought you were going to say an old senile, which would be just as accurate.
Well, yeah, there's that too. There's younger blood. He does represent the old school of the party.
He does represent two things at the same time. He does represent the old school of the Democratic Party, and he does represent the Obama administration.
Right. And
which gives him the edge with the black voters, and it gives him the edge with moderates.
The thing is, I don't think it helps him all that much, actually, with black voters.
Look at the polls.
I get that, but we're still very early in the process.
True.
We've had two of the debates, and there are so many goddamn people in it. So many.
Yeah, it's gonna drop down to 10, I think, for the next one. Up to 10. So that's going to be interesting.
Well, they'll only have 10 on stage at a time, but all they have to do is hit their.
Yeah, but I mean, right now there are 9 qualified, and
Sure.
I don't think there's going to be too many that will qualify. Maybe Tulsi is going to be the 10th, but I looked at it earlier today. Nice coincidence there. Like who's most likely to qualify? 9 are currently, and then if you look, it's 10 maybe. That's going to be a stretch.
Real quick, thank you so much, Recreational Hobo. Donation with no what's the word I'm looking for? Comment. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. The part that's really burning a couple of them is the getting a certain number of a certain percentage in the polls.
Yeah, 2% in at least 4 qualifying polls.
Yeah. And thank you, Lamented Guy. It doesn't matter if the elites who actually run the DNC give Biden the super delegates, he will be the nominee. No, they changed that.
Oh,
they changed that after the Hillary thing.
They did?
Yeah. Super delegate. Super delegates are either not going to be a thing, or they're not going to have the impact they could before.
They probably said, okay, that was a little bit too obvious even for us.
Yeah, right.
Like we need to fix it, but not like that. And I think honestly, like looking at the polls and the polling criterion says 2% in 4 different polls published from a list of approved pollsters.
Yes.
That's the first thing. Between June 28 and August 28. Either national level or one of the first 4 primary caucus states. That makes sense, but look at the list of approved pollsters, and especially look at who's not on there. So the approved pollsters are Associated Press, ABC News, CBS News, CNN, the Des Moines Register.
That's because Iowa's one of the first.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fox News, Monmouth University, NBC News, New York Times, National Public Radio, Quinnipiac University, University of New Hampshire, USA Today, Wall Street Journal, Washington Post, and Winthrop University. You know who's not on there? Bunch of polling institutes and media companies who are running quite a lot of polls for the presidential primary. For example, The Economist, who's running it together with YouGov, or Politico, not on there. And you know who got a lot of 2% and more results in Economist in Politico polls? Tulsi Gabbard.
Oh.
No, Yang is qualified already.
Oh, well, last I saw, Yang was upset because he I just saw your private chat. Sorry. That was him yelling at me to let him on the stream earlier.
Yeah.
Last I saw, Yang was upset because one of the polls he had qualified in was run. I think, well, 2 of the polls he qualified in were both run by NBC, so that only counted as one qualifier.
Yeah.
I didn't know he got it.
It needs to be from 4 different pollsters, not 4 different polls, but from 4 different pollsters. Of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16.
I get why they're wanting to cut people down, because you can't. Does anybody remember much of what any of the candidates said meaningfully during the first 2 rounds of debates?
I mean, Gabbard taking down Harris was pretty nice.
You had that. You had Marianne.
Oh yeah. What was it? Dark energy. No, what was it? Dark forces. What was it?
Dark energy, I believe, is what it was.
Dark energy. Yeah.
You had Harris taking on Biden. You had everybody raising their hand when they were asked about whether or not they'd give full medical coverage to illegals.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, it all just kind of ran together.
Yeah.
And the point of the debates is supposed to be able to separate these guys out so you can see who's who. So you have 2 choices. You either have a ton of debates, which frankly I think would be better.
Isn't that what the Republicans did? They had like 6 or 7, right? It was Trump didn't show up on the 7th in 2015, 2016.
They had several. I don't think they did it very well either. I mean, look, these idiots are running around campaigning constantly, so just bring as many as can. I mean, you just had them all in Iowa. Why wasn't there a fucking debate there?
Yeah.
You literally just had all of them in Iowa for the state fair. They could all make the state fair, but none of them could manage a thing that night?
Apparently not.
Anyhow,
wait,
I'm more of the
the third one is in Texas. Great place for Democrats. And the fourth one they haven't even announced yet, I think.
No, they change it up as it goes. They have the date, I believe. Jesus. Or at least the venue, or not venue. What's the word I'm looking for? Month. That's the word I was looking for. Anyhow, I'm more in favor of that. You either do it that way, or you have to find a way to winnow down the field to people you think actually have a chance.
Yeah,
which is kind of a dick move, because who has a chance doesn't really start to matter until the voting starts.
Yeah.
And if you pay attention to the voting, and I'm not even talking about the Democrats, because if you look with, even with the Democrats, go back to Hillary versus Obama. Hillary was kicking his ass early on.
Yeah.
She had that locked up until we got into the later stages of it. And suddenly he came on and she's like, well, shit, I'm going to lose this. And she dropped out. But go back to her husband. Nobody thought Bill Clinton would ever be fucking president. Nobody. Nobody put money on that motherfucker. Like this backward ass hick from Hope, Arkansas. I believe in a place called Hope. You can't. I don't like the idea of saying, no, this person has no chance. Even though, look, Marianne Williamson, look, sweetie, I love you, but you have no fucking chance. Go sit down.
Hey, we're going to meme her into the presidency, okay?
Go sit down. You're crazy. You are absolutely a lunatic.
The thing is, out of all the candidates who haven't met a single criterion for the third debate, she has the highest donor count. She's pretty close. She needs like 6,500 donors to get that first criterion, the donor criterion, done. She doesn't have a single qualifying poll. She's not polling at 2% in any of the polls, but she's got that one down, which is incredible.
Well, there's a couple of reasons for that. One, Republicans have helped her with that. Republicans really want her up there.
Oh, yeah. Because it would be a beautiful shit show.
Ken, yes, absolutely. Jimmy Carter also. Nobody had heard of Jimmy. Backward ass Georgia governor. And that's why he ended up losing and doing such a bad job. No, I don't like the idea of deciding, okay, you're not good enough. However, I mean, some of them just aren't, and they have to find a way to do it. And I guess their way is okay. I still wish they'd have more debates, especially with as many people are in this field.
Yeah.
Those first 4 debates there, Jesus Christ, that was hard to slog through.
Yeah, I was hoping for a little bit more fireworks, but
we'll start seeing those a lot more.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully.
Well, we did night 3, because it was night 1 of the second round of debates, so night 3 of debates.
Yeah,
you saw the Harris effect, because night 1 of the debates, the very first night, it was pretty chill. It was a pretty chill night. Then night 2 comes around, and Kamala Harris went after Joe Biden, and she got all kinds of press for it. And then everybody's like, well, if I want to be noticed, I got to start attacking people. So night 3 was getting like really, you had some back and forth. And then night 4 came. It's like, night 5 should be excellent, y'all.
Yeah, hopefully. I think it will be better with Gabbard on the stage, but because I think she's the one who's proven herself to actually lay into someone effectively. All the other attacks that we've seen in the 2 nights of the second debate, it didn't amount to much, did it? Yeah, they were having the arguments, but do you remember anything other than Gabbard just completely laying into Harris?
Well, I do. That's just because I'm a fan of Harris's prosecutorial record. No, not much really.
Yeah, see?
I do remember Delaney having actually a decent night the first night going against Bernie, but nobody in the press talked about him.
Yeah.
Nobody did.
Yeah.
And he was
Because-
pointing out things that needed pointed out. Instead, they talked about Warren's response to him. I don't know why you would run on things that you don't think can be done. Like, well, why don't you tell us, you crazy bitch? Because that's what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Why are you running on something that you're against?
Yeah, and
Aren't
that's
you running
wait.
again? Aren't you running on being against Trump?
Well, that's not the thing. She didn't say things you were against. It was things that
Yeah, but
you don't think can be done. Why would you run? Well, because reality is a thing. That's why, Elizabeth. And the press just grabbed onto it. Yay! Like, shut the. What in the world are you talking about? She's running on shit that literally there's no way for it all to be done. No way.
Yeah.
The amount of money she is talking about spending, even if you give her every dime of new money she wants by taxing rich people, taxing wealth, do all of that shit, there is not a way to pay for everything she's saying. You got to pick some, Liz. That's what being a leader is. And she's just not one. So
Yeah.
that's why she can't fathom why anybody would go, you can't do that. That's not going to work.
Yeah.
And
the thing is, at least Trump, when someone tells him you can't do that, at least Trump's like, okay, explain to me why I can't do that. And when they explain, he's like, oh yeah, you're right. I'm not going to do that. You know?
Well, yeah, we just saw he rolled back tariffs and planned tariffs the other day.
Yeah.
Because he saw what's going on with the economy and he went,
exactly. He was like, yeah, maybe that wasn't such a good idea, you know?
Maybe, yeah, I mean, maybe we can get into a trade war with them, but that's going to be long and costly over a term that would cost me my president. Now, I will say this, because he is worried about re-election right now.
Mm-hmm. After 2020, he's going to start the trade war.
Yeah, so if you are worried about the trade war, pay attention to Trump, man. If he drops it all together or he makes some deal with China before then, all right. But until then, to me, it just looks like biding his time.
Yeah. The thing is also, I think, was it? I think I saw some Republican politician earlier today on Twitter saying, I think it was Rubio maybe saying, yeah, the Chinese, you know, they're like signing all those contracts and everything regarding Hong Kong, and then they're not sticking to it, you know, because I mean there is still a like an international contract saying, yeah, Hong Kong is sovereign and everything. We're not gonna fuck with them too much. And I mean that's what they're doing right now. So they're not, like, Rubio is basically saying right now, yeah, China is not sticking to their contracts. They will sign anything just to, you know, make you believe that, you know, you can get off their case, and then they don't stick to their word. And that is something that Trump might use as some kind of justification, even if he signs something with China. Once they violate it, which at some point they will, because it's China, let's face it, then he could be like, you know what? Okay, you're violating it. This is void. This is null and void, and trade war.
Somebody in chat just said that Pelosi threatened the UK today.
What?
Do you know what that's about? Somebody give me a little more clue. A little more context on that. Anyway,
ooh. I'm looking it up right now on her Speaker Pelosi Twitter account. She's talking about a potential post-Brexit US-UK trade agreement. And she says in the tweet, she has a link to her speaker.gov website, but the tweet says, Brexit cannot be allowed to imperil the Good Friday Agreement. The peace of the Good Friday Agreement is treasured by the American people and will be fiercely defended on a bicameral and bipartisan basis in the U.S. Congress. What is the Good Friday Agreement?
I'm not sure.
Oh, that's a peace agreement between Northern Ireland and Ireland. Whoa.
Why would that
Why
have
is-
any?
Yeah, what does that have to do with it? It's weird. They're not going to go to war. Is Pelosi actually worried that after a Brexit when was it, October 31st was what Boris Johnson
Yeah,
promised? After October 31st, Northern Ireland and Ireland will not go to war.
is she? Oh God. I don't even understand what she's
I think what she's
suggesting.
trying to do is help out her Labour friends in the UK and try to delay Brexit and maybe a second referendum and stuff like that. Which
Yeah, but I don't understand why a deal with us would in any.
I don't get it either.
Polly, yeah, he says part of the Irish peace process, crucial agreement. Yeah, I don't understand why that would be in any way in jeopardy with a trade agreement with us after a Brexit deal or no deal. I maybe she knows something. I don't know. Maybe there's something out there that I haven't read yet this morning. So we'll keep an eye on that for later. I did see this article because we were just talking about Biden, right? Now he's the leader, right? Justin Elizabeth Warren surges to statistical tie with Joe Biden in national poll.
Oh God.
Dun, dun, dun.
The thing is, just now imagine once Bernie Sanders maybe pulls out, most of that vote share goes to Warren. And
I don't see Sanders pulling out. Not for a long while. He's in. I see what you did there.
Nice, nice phrasing.
No, I don't see him pulling out anytime soon. He's
Yeah.
good. This is the.
Look, I didn't say anytime soon. I'm just saying it's either him or Warren. One of them is going to have to pull out at some point.
Right now, it's Biden at 21%, Warren at 20%. Okay, Biden 21 -1 this week. Warren at 20. She's +3.
Foreign Warren.
Sanders at 16, who's +3. Sorry, Warren was +4. Sanders is +3. Harris is even. O'Rourke is at 5. He's +3. Which I guess is what Chris Cillizza was masturbating himself over yesterday. Buttigieg is at 5. He's at -3. Ooh, he dropped.
Ooh, yeah.
Booker's at 2, which is +1. Gabbard's at 2, -1, and everybody else is 1 or below. So, yeah, I wonder how many of these guys are going to make it to the starting line.
What do you count as the starting line? First primary?
New Hampshire. Yep.
Isn't Iowa the first?
Did they change? It used to be New Hampshire.
I think it's. Let me see. I think it's Iowa first this time. Let's see. Just trying to find this out. Oh God, Iowa is first, then New Hampshire 8 days later.
Oh wow.
Then Nevada and South Carolina.
I know a lot of them changed. They've been changing to try to one up each other so their votes matter.
Yeah.
Why don't you cunts just do it all on the same day like we do it all on the same day like we do with the general election?
Yeah.
Yeah, Polydub, Jesus Christ, of course, Trump is racist. Beto, my favorite quote of the campaign so far. It was also, according to Chris Cillizza, his best moment in the campaign so far. Screaming that, yes, the president is racist.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's
by that standard, Beto must have had a hell of a campaign so far.
Well, this was usually he's so Beto about stuff, like, dude. I'm so high right now.
I learned my Trump from Ben Shapiro. It sounds like you learned your Beto from Ben Shapiro.
No, I've actually never heard him do Ben. I do Ben based on like a stoner surfer dude.
You mean Beto?
Kingslayer Damocles, thank you. No, that motherfucker ain't never touched a surfboard. Tulsi scares me. She's super lefty on the economy, and she is one of the biggest gun grabbers on the stage. Look, I've been telling, because I keep seeing Republicans and conservatives and your typical not Democrat types go, I like Tulsi. Like, have you listened to her? From everything I've seen, the only thing people seem to have listened to her on was that she's against going to war, and they're like, "Yay!"
Yeah,
like-
for a lot of people, that's the only thing that matters, really.
Well, they
a lot
don't
of
know.
the libertarian types.
Well, for libertarian types, tell them she wants to take your guns. See how they respond to that.
No, they're gonna say, yeah, but there's a Second Amendment, and there's a Supreme Court, and
that's fine, but we're still talking about what she wants to do.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the person you're electing, and that's what their what's the word I'm looking for? That's their proclivities, intentions.
What was that first word?
Fuck, I don't know. I'm trying here. Badger.
I'm German. I'm
German. Say squirrel, and then we'll talk.
No, not gonna happen.
Anyway, no, I like Tulsi. She's beautiful to look at. But as a politician, one, I do want to say it was also funny to watch her dismantle Harris in less than 2 minutes. But as for her actual politics, no, hell no. Faithless Tulsi makes me feel kind of funny, like when I used to climb the rope in the gym class. I know, right? Yeah.
What?
Did you guys never have to do that?
We did. I was the only one who wasn't able to do it.
Oh, I used to climb to the top, man. You get a funny feeling in your groin when you climb rope.
I was never able. I was a fat child, okay?
Dude, that's why I liked climbing rope.
No, I wasn't strong enough to pull my fat ass up there.
Oh no, man! I got to the top all the time, and then would slide down and get rope burned. But it's like, can I go again? Yeah,
that's why you're a cripple now.
It is, man. I didn't know what it was because I was too young. I can't believe we let kids climb to the top of a gym. Our gym was like 3 stories tall, and they just have a rope hanging from it. All right.
Yeah. Same with us.
Hey, second grader, climb to the top of the roof for us on that rope, would you?
Yeah.
Anyhow, sorry. Yeah, you'd get a funny feeling in your groin. But yeah, when it comes to Tulsi's actual politics, pay attention to him, guys, because I know a lot of people who talk about that, and she's great. Like, go look. Stacy says my new Mortal Kombat 11 video is up. Cool, guys, check that out. That's for Stacy Gardner. Monkey likes it on top. I do, because I'm a control freak, man. Oh, is that not what you were looking for? Did you not want that information? They sometimes put a thin mat down. We always had the thin mat. Had the thin mat.
See, we had I think it was 2 thick mats underneath the.
Faithless says there was that 1-inch thick plastic pad underneath. Totally safe. I know. And the weird thing is, you never heard of kids falling off that thing.
I mean, if you get up, you should be able to get down, right?
Yeah, because all you got to do is slide down. But
exactly.
Even getting up, I mean, that's dangerous. Like, what? Climb up there, Timmy.
Yeah, see, that's again, that's why we had 2 thick mats below.
Yeah.
By thick I mean about probably one of them was about 4 inches, so 8 inches of mat.
Let's be honest. How many times do you think adults actually tested that mat? Like, okay, I'm going to climb all the way up to the top and just let go, fall onto this mat, and make sure it's safe for kids.
Never. But those mats were tested in other ways, because obviously you use those mats for other stuff as well, other sports.
Yeah, on the ground. Not from up where birds fly.
It wasn't that high.
Our gym was at least 2 stories high. The top of it where we would climb to. At least 2 stories.
That's not where birds fly. 2 stories is no. Birds fly at least 5 stories.
Okay, if you're talking way up, man, where I live, they're all over my damn house, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know
Michigan.
I don't know what German birds do. They're probably up there looking for Jews and got to see them from high up.
For fuck's sake,
the birds are like, if we can see a nose, we know it's a Jew.
For the German authorities, I disavow.
He disavows all of that. No, it's a dangerous thing, and we do need. I don't think it was a horrible thing, because, like I said, I never heard of anybody falling off of one of those. and never heard of anybody getting hurt off of it. But suddenly, yeah, you're not allowed to do that anymore because, oh my God, kids will get hurt. Let them get hurt. It's okay for kids to get hurt. Nobody ever fell off that damn thing because we were too afraid to let go.
Yeah.
It was a lesson in smarts. It's like, hey, if you don't want to fall, don't let go.
Yeah.
The kids that would fall actually froze. Look, man, we did that a lot. I think they were trying to get us to fall, and nobody ever fell. Did anyone else have to do social dance in gym?
No.
We had to do square dance in gym.
Ew.
Yeah, no, square dance was actually fun.
What?
Believe it or not. Mm-hmm.
I don't believe it.
No, it was. It was very much like the first time I went to opera. When we lived in Norfolk, of all fucking places, which is very, very black city, most of it very poor. They would, in 7th grade, they would take us to the opera. And it was actually really fucking cool.
Ooh.
But when we were going there, I'm like, oh, Jesus, fuck, I don't want to go. We didn't understand a fucking word that they said. But why?
It's opera, of course.
You could see what was going on. I mean, they still acted it out very well.
Yeah.
And there was one really great part where there's a statue in the middle of the stage, and it eventually starts singing and moving. And I'm like, holy fuck. That dude had stood there for like 20 minutes perfectly still.
Damn.
Anyway, but it was really cool.
That's dedication.
There's a lot of weird stuff that just try it once. You'll be like, that was okay. That was okay. Weibo did a lot of dancing. She did square dance, waltz, a few other classics, she says, line dancing. Yeah, dancing itself is fun. And especially when everybody's up there and has to make an ass of themselves. Because somebody asked us last night on Lords of the Night, when was the last time you danced when nobody was watching? I dance all the fucking time. I dance in front of people. Not as much as I used to, Badger.
Obviously.
But I still do little dances. I don't care.
You do like chair dances because,
Oh, dude, I chair dance like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Even that's not true. I can't do it too much.
Aw.
But I'm weird in that I don't mind making an ass of myself, Most people are like, I'm not going to make an ass of myself in front of other people. They might judge me for 10 seconds and then forget I exist.
Exactly. I don't get it. Like, why would you not make a fool of yourself? Okay, I think I talked about this with Bloodwing a couple days ago. People need to take themselves less seriously.
Real quick, thank you, Cryptic, who says Germans do the march with their arms straight out.
No, just one, not two.
Arms straight out, fist closed. We talked about that the other day.
Why fist? No, not fist closed. Fist closed.
We were talking about that because of was it a game or a movie where people saluted that way?
Oh, yeah, with both R's and
yeah.
fist closed. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
But not the dancing they do today. These hooligans, man. Back in the day, I did some dancing that would make you go, that dude needs to stop. He just needs to stop.
Monkey, were you the actual inventor of the twerk?
No, that was before my time.
Oh, really? You? I thought you were older than that.
I don't know when twerking was invented.
Oh.
No, back in my day.
So you're just talking out of your ass.
Of course. No, back in my day it was dirty dancing, man. That's what we did.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
There may have been a dance at one of the, we called them ring dances. Most people would call it a junior prom. That I did that was inappropriate for a school activity. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, no, I don't mind making a fool of myself. But everybody else, they're like, yeah, I don't want people to judge me. Judge away. I don't mind being judged because I don't give a fuck. The fists in the air, jump up and down nonsense is not dancing. It can be. Stop it. It can be. It depends on where you're at. I mean, if you're in a packed club, that's all you can do.
Polly says Weibo enjoyed dancing simply because there were boys lined up to dance with her. Not the same thing as enjoying the dancing itself.
Is it wrong that you enjoyed the opposite sex part of the dance? I'm just throwing that out there. I don't like club dancing. Have you tried it, Weibo? Have you tried jumping up and down, just shaking your fist in the air to some song?
She has, but she got pushed around because nobody saw her.
She's too small. Yeah, she got stepped on.
Yeah.
She says, "I'm a proper lady, thank you." Yes, you are. You are. You're a sweetheart.
Sorry.
She's all prim and proper.
Like I had to laugh like that. I'm sorry.
Mosh pits were fun. I was never a fan of that part. I mean, because that was just people beating each other up.
Yeah. What's the point? That's not even dancing. It's just running into each other at highest speed possible. Just it's not
slam
punching,
dancing.
But
do you know do you know what slam dancing is, Badger?
No.
It's literally just running into each other.
Then that's just as stupid as a mosh pit.
Yes, Monkey. There's no skill involved. I will break dance before I conduct myself as such. What's wrong with break dancing? Why do you say it like that? How dare you, young lady? That stuff, that was awesome.
Weibo, you can't mention breakdance because the word break will remind Monkey of what a cripple he is.
Now I'm
sad. Sorry.
No, mosh pits were mostly just dirty people bouncing off each other. And I'm not being mean to those of you who liked it, but let's be honest. Let's be honest here. And if it's fun, cool. It's just not for me because that if I'm dancing, I'm either by myself or with a person, or one time with 5 people. But not that's
a gang
too much.
dance.
Well, I might have been drunk.
Listen. I don't judge, okay? I've seen my father when I was 13, so 13 years ago. I've seen my father dance in a if you will in a cross formation. Let's just say that. My father with 4 of his 5 brothers
in a cross formation with
so he was in the middle, and then the 4 corners were 4 of my uncles.
Okay.
And they were dancing to YMCA.
All right. Havoc, thank you so much. Let me know when you guys can Cossack dance. Never. I'm a cripple. Although I do think that's awesome. I wish I could do that shit.
Oh God, dance? I just looked it up. Oh God, never. I have balls.
I would fall on my ass.
My balls would rip off. Jesus.
I don't know how we got off on dancing. Who did this to us?
I think we start with the rope climbing, and then someone mentioned dancing in school.
The other thing I really liked in school, and we never got to do it enough, was the big parachute where you lift it way up and everybody runs under it and sits on it so that you're like in a giant tent.
What?
What, you never seen that?
Did they give you drugs in school?
No. I don't know what the point of that was, but it was really cool. But we only got to do it like 2 or 3 times. All the other classes got to do it a lot. I don't think they liked us as much. Faithless says that was kindergarten, not for us. That was 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade. Yeah.
Oh, Polly started it apparently.
Polly did bring up the dancing. He asked if we had danced.
How dare you, Polly?
North Carolina general election polling results. These are the same ones that gave us the Democrat numbers earlier. Trump 45, Biden 44. Trump 46, Sanders 44.
Oh.
Trump 43, Warren 40. Trump 46, Warren 43, and Trump 47, Harris 41. So right now he's beating all of them in North Carolina.
North Carolina. Hold on. 2016 election. How did Trump do in North Carolina in 2016? Did he win it?
I don't remember.
I'm looking it up.
I only remember the big ones that mattered. But to be honest, I know there was a lot of them like Michigan and those mattered, but Florida was the big one because that's where it's like, oh shit, he just won this election.
Okay, I found it. He did win. Let's see the margin here in a sec. He did win North Carolina by 3.66% margin.
Which is about what he's beating each of these guys by. I mean, if you averaged out, that's what he's beating them by.
Yeah, which would pretty much. I mean, Biden. That means Biden pretty much has a chance. And in the national, like, you know, if you look at the whole general election, but like right now, this is pretty much a 50-50.
Looking at the candidates and what they've said so far, I got to be honest, Biden does have the best chance.
Yeah.
Because
the only thing we remember Biden for is when he said stupid shit that doesn't amount to any kind of policy.
Well, the thing is, Biden has stayed away from going far left on policy.
Yeah.
Biden is an old school Democrat.
Yeah.
And while I think Booker is a far better speaker, he's started edging over because all of them think you have to pander to the far left to win, and that's not how you win. That's how you win the primary, maybe, which is just going to get your ass kicked in the general.
Oh yeah. If Biden is not the nominee, they're not, like, whoever else it is, they're not going to win the general election, because they've all of them have said so many outrageously far left things in terms of policy, not just politics, that they will not be able to walk it back in a general election. Trump will, as the media like to say, Republicans pounce. And Trump will pounce on that.
Cody wanted me to tell you that you must have had a deprived childhood not to know what these things are. He's East German. It's not his fault.
Fuck you.
They didn't even have food. They ate magic dirt.
What? Shut up. We didn't have food.
They ate old Jew dust.
I disavow.
It is funny that Warren has had such a push, which I'm wondering what did it for her this week. She said a lot of stupid shit over the course of the campaign that I can't even remember all the dumb shit this woman has been saying.
Yeah.
But there were quite a few of them who came out because the Democrats seem really impressed with Beto and Trump is racist. And there were a bunch of them who came out. Yeah, Trump is racist. So maybe that did it for her. I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's hard to keep up with these idiots. Thank you, Nuts, for dropping our Streamlabs link and his Stream Element links. If you guys would like to support us, don't forget we're brought to you by you. Like, share, subscribe. Are you allowed to get shekels?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just asking because isn't that like a Jew currency?
What?
Shekels, isn't that their word?
I think it is, but you know, we're good with them now, you know.
Check my DMs. Why? Oh, I sent you the wrong thing, Weebs. I'm sorry. I'd forgot that I had to show that out because Nuts wasn't awake yet. So that was the last thing I'd had copied. There you go. If you're interested in coming on, sweetheart. Monkey, you're gonna put him in trouble. No, I'm not. I was just asking. So yeah, he can take shekels now too. They have a conversion rate. They have conversion ovens.
I disavow.
That's why I sounded so worried. I don't know what's going on there. I don't trust the polls in the slightest to be accurate or even slightly representative. Faithless, I get you there. I do. But at the very least, it shows us what's being pushed. And for the media to be pushing Warren over Biden, if that's what's going on right now, wow. Hey, Weebs.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing, sweetie?
Good.
Long time no talk.
I know,
I've suddenly started to feel a little bit of an itch. Is there some kind of Polish blood in here?
There is. You're not allowed to make those jokes, Badger.
Actually,
I disavow myself. I'm sorry. Sorry.
What were you saying there, Weebs?
Aren't you only allowed to make Polish jokes? Like
maybe.
like of any of the jokes that you could make, those are the only ones that you're probably not going to get arrested for.
No, at this point, I think the only jokes about any kind of nationality that we're allowed to do is about the Greek because we own them.
So you got to keep one.
Exactly, because remember the whole financial crisis and everything.
Sure, sure.
Mhm.
Their debt and everything. We own them now. Yeah,
Respect.
good times, good times.
As an East German, are you more ashamed of your Nazi past or your Russian past?
Monkey, I was born in '93. The Berlin Wall was down when I was born, you motherfucker.
So that's
Crying out loud.
I'm not answering that question. I see.
That was a sly reader.
That's a both. Okay, that's
There you
both.
go. Okay, I can accept both, especially in that circumstance.
I mean, yeah. I mean, look at like compare the two. Shit and shit.
Yeah, neither one is really good. I mean,
Exactly.
But if you had to make a choice,
both. He made the choice.
Both. That was my choice. Yeah.
no. I mean, like, what?
No. We were.
She's trying to force you.
Yeah, we were not gonna happen.
All right.
I'm not easily forced. Especially not by a midget. Jesus.
I'm not a midget.
Yes, you are.
There are a whole several inches between me and midgetdom.
I mean,
Isn't there only like a couple of inches?
No. Okay, so a legal midget is 4'8". I am 5'2".
I'm not talking
So,
about a legal midget.
half a foot.
Yeah, half a foot.
All right.
I'm good.
That's all right. You're still small enough.
Small enough. All right, I'll take that. But not
See?
small enough to get that sweet college tuition money for it.
Have you thought about walking on your knees?
No, because that has implications, Monkey, and I'm not allowed to do that anymore.
What is this?
Huh?
Bella Thorne announces her directorial debut, a
Who cares?
porn film.
Okay, now you got me interested.
Wait, isn't Bella Thorne the one who just had the book?
What book?
I'm trying to remember why I remember this bitch. She just came out with the story about how she'd been abused as a child, and it just happened to coincide with her book release.
Yeah.
Dear Christ. What the fuck is making hang on. This page, it's the New York Post, and like 8 different ads were going at once in their little ad
Nice.
thing, trying to get them all shut up. This
Look at
former
how much
Disney
money they're making off you.
This former Disney starlet has officially done a 180. Child model turned actress, singer, and author Bella Thorne announced Thursday she's making her directorial debut on Pornhub. My initial idea was to create a Christmas horror movie.
Oh yeah, because those are so similar to porn.
What? Hang on. What?
But instead, I made a beautiful ethereal film.
What?
Ethereal film? I don't know how to say that. Ethereal. Okay. It also happens to be what is referred to as X-rated. Her porno, Her and Him, explores, quote, this relationship between a male and a female in this fight over dominance, she says.
Oh no, is this a feminist porn? Oh no.
So wait.
Sounds like
feminist porn. Does she peg him?
Yeah.
eventually I gather. Thank you, Cryptic. So Bella Porn is her stage name.
Yes.
Well, remember, she's just the director here. She's just directing other people to do the nasty.
I really hope that in the credits it shows us Bella Porn.
Her film will debut next month at the Oldenburg Film Festival, being held in Germany, September 11th through 15th.
Of course.
And
Wait,
will be
where?
it doesn't say.
No, what was the name of the festival?
Oldenburg Film Festival.
It's a little far away. Dang it.
You could go. Still go. Make an effort.
It'll then become available to Pornhub subscribers. The service costs $9.99 to subscribe each month.
Does anyone actually pay for a Pornhub account?
Apparently.
But in the chat, does anyone here actually pay for it?
Oh, fuck no.
I'm
Yeah.
just curious.
I get all my Pornhub from the Christian Science Monitor. I've never even been to the site.
Well, I know you do, Monkey, but I'm just wondering.
Thank you, Havoc, who says, feminist film? There went my bone, right?
I
How
want
dare you.
to check how far Oldenburg is away from Berlin.
Man, you are on this. There's other porn out there, man.
No, not because I actually want to go, just because I've never been there.
Oh, and it just happens that this is what piqued your interest in going.
My Monkey, fuck you.
But hey, I'm not judging you for it, man. It's
No,
like,
just so you guys get an idea of how big Germany is, because I'm in Berlin, which is as you know, hopefully East Germany, and Oldenburg is way northwest, pretty much the northwest corner of Germany. That's just 270 miles. I thought that was more. Jesus,
You could.
Germany
country-
is a small country.
your country's not that big.
Yeah,
It's very small.
we still. Funny enough, we still have a quarter of your population.
It was bigger in the early 40s, but it's shrunk
Shush.
since then.
I disavow.
No, it was for a little bit. It included parts of France and Poland and anyway. We can get a GoFundMe together so Badger can go see
No,
this cunt's
no.
porn in
I don't want to know.
247, is that what it was?
270.
70. Okay, my bad. Damn, 270, that's actually not even that far away. Not by American standards, man.
Yeah. Again, by German standards, cross country.
Well, you also
Pretty
do metric, so it probably sounds like a lot more.
Yeah, it's 440 kilometers.
Yeah, see, that's 440. I ain't driving that shit.
That's it.
That's why the metric system sucks.
No, it doesn't.
It does. The metric
suck.
system is objectively inferior, and I can prove it.
Dude, that's about the distance.
Hold
that
on.
I
Before
back to school.
Monkey, before you do, I
Yeah.
just want to respond to Jay Wolf in the chat who says that is a 3-hour drive. You are not accounting for the no speed limit on the German Autobahn, okay?
True.
That's
Like
a
2.5
2-hour drive, please. With the right car, that's even a 90-minute drive.
Speed legal here, it's almost a 4-hour drive.
Yeah. Because our streets, our roads are superior.
Wait, hang on. Is there a time change halfway through?
In
Is your
Germany?
country big
I
enough
don't
to
know.
have different time zones?
Germany has
Okay.
one time zone. No. Jesus. The only countries in Europe, if you go like further west, that are on a different time zone are the UK, Ireland, and Portugal. Even France is on the same time zone as us.
Now there's people upset with me about my comment on the metric system. What is the best, most prosperous country in the world
Me?
Oh, no, Monkey. No.
ever in the history
Uh-uh.
of the world?
Monkey.
Yeah.
You
Literally
cannot
walking
cannot judge a system
Yes, I can.
by shut up.
Yes, I can.
Let me finish.
Who
You
went to
cannot-
the moon?
You cannot judge a scientific system based on the people who use it.
Hang on.
Yes, I
Hang on. I can solve this debate. Badger, which country has been to the moon?
That's right.
Obviously.
Fun fact. Which kind of measurements did the people who went to the moon use?
Shh, details. We don't
Oh,
care.
wait.
Oh, look, I have a Streamlabs from Nat Geo for $1 that says I worked from the ground up to start a very successful loan business in Israel. I've paid my dues.
Oh,
I disavow. No, I'm just doing that automatically. Every time someone mentions Jews or I don't know what, but I just disavow automatically because I don't want to get into any trouble.
That's fair.
over on the Streamlabs, which, by the way, great way to donate to creators. I have RPA Dar who says, "Monkey, it's my birthday. Sing to me."
I'm out of here. Bye.
Happy birthday to you.
Cha cha cha.
Do we really have to do this?
Happy birthday to you.
Cha cha cha.
Why?
Happy birthday, dear RPA Dar.
Cha cha cha.
Is it
Happy
over yet?
birthday to you.
Ring-a-ling-a-ring-a-ling.
Dar, I
Okay,
hope you have
finally.
a wonderful birthday, and thank you so much for the donation. Where were we? We were
Did I
talking
give it
about how everybody else sucks because they use throwing that out there.
They do.
Fuck
Agree.
you. Both of you.
Look,
Fuck
look.
you.
How do you know? How do you know that you
Mhm.
guys wouldn't be ahead of us if you weren't using that backward ass weird fucking system?
Yeah, but
Exactly.
We know we're ahead of you.
Exactly. You can't.
We
know
are
'cause we're
ahead
right.
of you.
You're not.
You just huh?
We are the most prosperous country, the most free country, the bestest country that has ever existed.
The best dressed.
That's true as well.
Mhm.
You got people confused by gallons. Wow, that's weird. You're both just completely wrong. No, Far, we're not.
See, that's what they would have you think, but it's just
Right.
conspiracy brought on by the Germans.
It's a completely the idea that we need a metric system, like we can only count by tens, yo. It's weird. It's like people who celebrate things based on tens. It's like 10 is a completely arbitrary number you decided to use.
Oh really, Monkey? Oh
Yeah.
really?
Really?
Then
Why not?
No reason why it is that we would be using 10 as opposed to like 37 or something like that.
There is no good reason to use 10.
Then
Unless,
why?
wait. Hang on.
Not-
Unless you have a whole bunch of people in your country who can't count unless they're using their fingers. I'm sorry. So that does make sense.
Yeah, 10 fingers, 10 toes.
And now I don't know where to go.
So then-
Another question.
Hang on,
Just
hang
you
on.
know, no.
No.
We won't shut up.
Polls first.
What?
Polls first.
I mean, that was our motto in 1939. Like, why are you appropriating this from us now?
Because I can.
Okay, Weebo,
How
what's your
dare
point?
you?
I was gonna say you have 10 fingers and toes, so shouldn't it be 20?
You would think
No, you don't count with all your fingers and toes.
that would be insane.
Yeah.
That would be insane.
Also, hold on. Another thing, what I was actually trying to get to.
Sure.
Which number is the largest? Or how many different single-digit numbers are there?
9.
Wrong.
There are 9 numbers. Zero's not a number.
No. Of course 0 is a number.
It's the absence of a number. It's 0. It's literally none.
Aren't the numbers?
It's a
based off
number.
of the
0
Arabic?
is still a number.
Zero's not a number. It's nothing.
Look, Monkey, I was with you on the cereal being soup thing, and I still am.
Yeah.
But here you're just wrong.
I'm not wrong. Okay, look. You go say, okay, we're doing it because that's how many single digit numbers there are. Let me give you 0. I'll give you 0. Okay. When you count on your hands, what number do you start with?
0?
No.
When you hold up one finger, you say 0?
No. When I hold up fingers, I say 0, and then I hold up one finger and say 1.
So you stop counting at 9 then, because you've already said 0.
Wait, what?
Your point is that only the 9 count, but you guys, the metric system is in place because 10 is easier for people to use. And the only reason I can figure that is because you guys have 10 fingers.
No.
That's my argument. Okay, then what's the reason?
Again,
10?
there are 10. 10 is the smallest double-digit number.
Okay. So?
What do you mean?
You celebrate wait, hang on. You celebrate major anniversaries because 10 is the smallest 2-digit.
Yes.
That makes no sense. Okay, then why do we celebrate major 5s?
Because it's half of that.
I'd rather use a base 12, honestly, but
Look,
that's 'cause I'm better than you as a
Weibo, if we all had our way, I would be using base 16, but that's not the point.
Far says, why is it so bad to make an easier system? It's not. It's not bad to make an easier system. It just doesn't make it a better system. Doesn't make it a better system that you have to use your fingers to use it.
Of course, it makes it a better system if it's an easier system. It's not. It wouldn't be a good system if you had, I don't know, 37 herbs and a splurb.
Well, why not?
Because it's 37.
It doesn't. There's no problem using 12 if you can count. I mean, you can count, right? You're German.
Yes. But makes it hard. It makes it harder to multiply. Really? Tell me what's 37 times 8? Come on.
37 times 8?
Boy, looking at you.
I would have to do that.
It's 296.
Okay.
Yeah, and you weren't able to figure that out.
Did you use your hands for that?
Sorry, what, Weibo?
Did you use your fingers for that one?
No, I used my brain for that.
Use a calculator.
No, I didn't.
I bet he has a calculator right there.
No, you know why? 37 times 9 is 333, which is very easy to remember. And so I just took 37 away. It's pretty easy.
I heard tapping.
There was no tapping.
I heard tapping.
My hands are not even. My hands are not even on my keyboard or anything right now. They're just.
I'm curious to the point of 37 times 8, though.
Why?
I don't get the point of what point you were making there.
You were not able to calculate it quickly.
Well,
now do 10 times 2 or 10 times 8. Do 10 times 8.
It's 80. Yeah.
See? Much easier.
Okay.
Now do 12 times 8.
8 times 463.
Oh God!
Wait, you didn't do it fast enough. Real quick.
Fuck you.
What do you call what do you call a blind German? A Nazi. Thank you so much, Cryptic. No,
that's older than monkey.
Just because in the metric system you use the 10 as the standard doesn't mean you'll never have a different number in there.
I never said that.
It's not like you got but you said 37 times 8 because she'd use the 37.
No, it makes the conversion easier. That's the point. Because the conversion always happens with either 10, 100, or 1,000. And all you do with 10, 100, and 1,000 is you just move the comma.
As long as you're only on the 10s, the 100s, or the 1,000s. But what happens when you're on 846?
Well, then if you convert 846 meters to kilometers, then it's 0.846. You just move the comma 3 places. It's that simple.
Lord.
Polly, get in here. We need some.
And if you have to go 846 kilometers 8 times, how much is that?
Fuck you.
Exactly. You're trying to make it okay. If we're just going to kilometers versus these, then that makes it easier. Centimeters we use centimeter, but inches, miles, all that. You just have to know how many are there and figure out the math. It's not that hard. Monkey.
Monkey. Ha 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 ha. Okay.
Bring it, bitch.
Tell me, how many inches are there in a mile?
Inches in a mile. Oh God, I'd have to do the convert. I'd need paper.
That's my point. That's my point. How many centimeters is there in a kilometer? Which is our kind of equivalent to that in terms of, 1 inch being 2.54 centimeters and a kilometer being 1.6, a mile being 1.6 kilometers. Centimeter, a kilometer, 1,000 meters.
It's taking you a while.
100. No, shut up.
You've been at this for
you're confusing me. 100,000. It's that simple. 100,000.
100,000 centimeters. Okay, and how often have you needed that information?
More often than you'd think.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? To answer questions in school?
No,
really?
Because
damn, how many centimeters do I have to go today?
For pop quizzes, please.
Metric leads to being second world at best. at best. Because first world, we use the standard system.
Hold on.
Yes.
First off,
Yes,
don't
second
call it
world.
standard. It's not standard. And second, you really want to
It's
call
standard here,
all
motherfucker.
of Europe second world?
Yes,
Yes.
I just
Fuck
did.
you.
The
Weibo,
entirety
you're
of
from Weibo, you have Polish roots. What?
Yeah, but I'm like 4 generations removed. I'm an American.
She's
bitch.
American, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's right, America.
hmm
Yes,
I've never even been to Poland.
the rest of the world is second world until you get to third world, and that's just shithole country. So, but you don't use stones, monkey. No, we don't, which is sad to me. I like when somebody says, I weigh 40 stones, or I don't even know what they are.
Whoa, you fed.
I'm not. So when somebody says that,
Oh,
you immediately
I
feel
thought-
insulting me. Damn, German's mad.
I thought you were saying that.
Be careful, y'all. You're gonna start a new world war.
Monkey, you know the 40 stones are 560 pounds, right?
I just told you we don't use them. Byron King, please calm down. Remember the last time people pissed off a German. I know. I'm calming. We're backing up.
He was Austrian, okay?
What
Semantics.
country was he the ruler over?
Yeah.
Germany.
I don't
See,
wanna
that's
talk
why we
about
don't
it.
let foreigners rule our country. Bad things happen.
They get history wrong.
Fair enough, Monkey. I'm with you on that one.
See, yeah.
We should. I'm still kind of pissed that Germany still doesn't have any kind of natural born citizen rule for chancellor.
I don't understand why you don't. I don't understand why any country doesn't.
Yeah, it just opens you up to so much shit.
It does. You need somebody that's look. It doesn't guarantee loyalty to the country, but at least helps a little
Yeah.
bit,
Just a bit.
just a bit. Does it really matter? Most people will just convert whatever to whatever with their phone these days. Yeah, I don't even have to do the math. I'll just go, okay, Google.
Stop it.
What?
My phone.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was talking to my phone. I do apologize.
That's hilarious.
And sorry to anybody I just fucked up out there. My bad. Oh, goodness.
Oh man.
Aren't stones projectiles used to kill unbelievers and whores? Faithless, that's a whole different kind of stone.
What?
Yeah, that's a whole different. Is Merkel from there?
From where?
From Germany.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cryptic, who says Merkel equals third world dictator. I said second world. I want to be clear on that. The rest of the world is just second world.
I disagree with that last word. The first, the equal, and the last.
Oh, Merkel and dictators all you're with?
Yeah. Don't call Germany a third world country. Fuck you.
No, it's second world, y'all. It's second.
Don't call it a second world country either. Fuck you too.
What? It is.
Fourth world?
What if I give you? What if I give you like 1 1/4 or 2 1/4? There we go, 2 1/4, not 1 1/4.
I said no to 2. Why would I agree to 2 1/4?
Yeah, 2 1/4 is closer to third than it is to 1.
Yeah.
Not if you're adding to it, and we're because you were counting
Huh?
down, right?
What? Hang on.
Monkey, are you retarded?
Actually, that's
No.
not how that works.
Yeah,
Well,
that's not how it works.
If 1 is best and
Yeah.
2 is second best, to get
Yeah.
closer to 1, you would add to it, not subtract.
No,
No,
you
you
would
would
subtract
subtract.
because you want to get
What if
closer
you're
from
talking
2 to
about
1.
best? No, okay. Let me ask you this. Okay, let's use an example because y'all are cute.
And hold on, and this is the guy who said imperial is better than metric. That's the guy.
Standard,
Guys, there you have
standard
it.
here.
I said imperial, and I stand
All
by
right, let
that.
me ask you something. Do you guys like nachos?
I don't.
Yes, I love nachos.
Okay, you like nachos, Weibo. Is it better when you add cheese or without cheese?
I don't know. Depends on what you mean by better. As in, like, for my calorie count, it's bad. But if you take away cheese,
You know what I mean? You know damn well what I mean.
Why the hell are you comparing ordinal numbers to nachos?
I like loaded nachos, so I prefer guacamole and like ground beef on my nachos, maybe.
So you like it when it gets better when you add to it.
Oh God!
I can't believe you're comparing third world countries to nachos.
It gets better when you add to it.
Oh God!
That's not how that works, monkey.
If it
Exactly
gets
how it
better,
works.
monkey,
Hang on,
monkey,
hang
monkey,
on.
monkey,
You're not-
monkey, monkey. Hold on, monkey. If it gets
Yes.
better when you add,
Yeah.
then why are first world countries better than second world countries? Wouldn't if you add another
Because
one?
it's-
Hang on.
Wouldn't
I
the
would,
second
from
world country
first
be
to-
better?
Because first is the best.
I would argue.
Thank you,
that-
Necrosol.
hang on.
Shh. Just let it happen.
Hang on. Pause. Hang on. Pause.
I'm
Okay.
feeling
Yeah.
assaulted right now.
I think first world countries per capita have more cheese than third world countries could ever hope for. So
Right. So you have to add cheese to make it better, right?
not necessarily. I don't think there's a
Oh,
correlation
no. You
between
just
cheese
gave
and first
it to
world
me.
countries.
You just gave it to me.
God damn it.
Adding to it makes it better.
They already had the cheese. It's not like you're not adding cheese to this equation, all right? You're adding numbers.
We were
Uh,
used to
Karen
be
just
better
said
at
I-
this debating thing.
Hang on. I swear if
Okay.
Monkey ever left his home, he'd get punched. That is not true. People enjoy me. People enjoy me a lot.
You just
Guys,
left
guys,
your-
if you want to help me put me out of my misery, here's a link in the chat. I can't take this
Dear
anymore.
Christ, the download for that has still not dropped. Are you kidding me?
The download for what?
No Man's Sky.
Oh, hey, it's a big update.
It is, but they've already got. Oh shit! I just hit the wrong button there. My No
Are we
Man's
still
Sky
live?
is about to start up. Whoops.
Hey.
I hope they change this too, because the starting screen, there's no way to get the fuck out of it without actually loading up a game.
Monkey Zombie Teddy just said if Monkey had a brain, he'd be dangerous.
Monkey does have a brain. That's what bothers you, because you guys
no, no,
No.
no.
fuck, he's right.
No.
You know I'm right. You know I'm right. If you're making something better, you add to it.
You are not right on this.
I'm absolutely right on it.
All right.
If you add to
Monkey.
it, yeah.
No, we better just stop.
Hang
Don't
on.
even
No.
try.
I have this.
You
Sure,
don't.
sure.
You
Your
lost it
doctor-
already.
Your doctor is performing a colonoscopy on you. He's got one finger. If he adds the second one, is it better?
No, because that would make it worse.
Exactly. Not always
But
the case.
we're talking about making it worse, in which case adding to it would make it worse. I'm talking about adding to it to make it better.
Okay, but
So hold on. So
Instead-
you
instead, your argument was-
acknowledge. Weibo, shut up. Sorry.
So
So
what
you
you
say-
now?
so you- no.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
So you
Oh,
are
you try.
acknowledging that in
Yes.
some instances adding to it makes things better, but in other instances adding to it makes it worse, right?
Sure.
Depends
Sure.
on the
Yes.
what it is.
Mhm.
Okay. So
But when we're specifically talking about adding,
no. If you add to
Okay.
if you add to the number one, as in the number one country, you get the number two country, which isn't better; it's worse. So by adding, you make it worse.
yes, but okay, let's take your example there, right? If you have a number one country, you add a second number one country. Your math right now is telling me that makes a number two country.
Wait, what?
no, that's not.
Shh,
No,
let
that's
it-
not.
no, that's exactly what he just. Shh, listen,
No,
No,
you said it. Yeah, why not?
we weren't talking about
You're-
adding countries together like some sort of jigsaw of two different
It's
countries.
amazing how you guys get to choose the math.
This is like arguing with a lefty who just doesn't take any kind of argument.
I'm fucking dead.
Okay, so if you have a number one country, number one country, right? And you add complete literacy, you've just moved it down from number one.
No, because you're not adding a number; you're adding a like
Something to make it better.
Okay, but in the original debate, we were talking about 2.5 world countries, right? And adding half of a world country to that equation would make it a third world country.
No,
Not
subtracting half
a
of it
one and a
would
half.
make it a third.
Okay, yes, and you weren't subtracting it, you were adding.
Okay, no. Take 2.5 and subtract half. What do you get?
2.
So where did I lose you right there? Because you just said adding half a country would make it third world.
Adding half to 2.5 makes it 3, so third world.
Right, but if you're doing something that makes it better, you're taking third world countries are worse than second world countries. Do we agree?
Yes.
So in order to make a third world country better and to turn it into a second world country, you'd have to add to it, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so
I want to die.
hang on. So if you take a third world country, right, and you add half to it, does it become a 3.5 world country, or does it become a 2.5 world country?
I think I just had a brain fart. Are you equating
I had a seizure
with like an actual social program that would be implemented in the country?
I'm saying if you make it better, it moves up.
Yeah, if that thing that you're making better is like a social program, but right now we're talking about just numbers. You didn't specify social programs or anything
Well,
like
what
that.
did you think I meant?
Numbers!
Spelling it better? Spelling it better? Oh, now it's a second world country.
You gotta specify that, man.
Anyhow, Gazer says this is beautiful. This is what happens on Monkey in the Morning because I think differently than everyone else.
Yeah, you're thinking wrong.
You say I'm thinking wrong. But who are you hanging out with right now, bitch?
So what you're saying is, in order to solve all the world's problems,
They need to think like me.
We should just drizzle cheese on everyone.
Dude, if you drizzle cheese on everyone, it does, as long as it's not too hot. It makes everything better. Little African kids drizzled in cheese is like, that's like African kid plus. I'm just saying. Plus the flies will love it.
Dead.
See, Necrosol just said it. Rancing Monkey thinks correctly. Add cheese to everything. You got to just add cheese, y'all. That's what it is. And specifically nacho cheese. It's better that way. It doesn't matter how you get there, Monkey, as long as you get there. I'm right. Look, I'm just saying. I can't wait for that puppet to arrive. What puppet? You just need cheese. Ethiopian nachos.
If I drizzle cheese all over Tess Holiday, does that make her better?
It does. It doesn't make her good, but it makes her better.
Okay.
Look. Covering people in cheese is just I support covering people in cheese. That's all.
Monkey 2020.
2020. I will leave you the hell alone, and I think we should cover everyone in cheese. That's my new motto.
Oh my god.
What? What's wrong with cheese? Why don't you like cheese?
No, I love cheese. I'm just I wouldn't be cool. I would not be okay with being covered in it.
Really?
I don't want to be covered in things.
You wouldn't lick off the cheese and be like, "That's some good ass cheese."
I don't like not my skin touching my skin. I don't even like being sweaty. I glisten. I don't sweat.
Weebo, wait a second, guys.
What?
Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see Weebo covered in cheese.
Oh my!
I bet your boyfriend would like you covered in cheese.
Oh, see, here's the thing. We tried chocolate sauce and it didn't work out, so we're foregoing the covering of people in cheese or any other.
I wasn't.
Weebo, look at the ones.
I think he'd just like to lick the cheese off you. That's all I'm saying.
Thanks, Ed. Thanks so much.
Everybody on Twitter, I need a hashtag cover people in cheese.
Kyle, Ryan, Rebecca, thank you. I appreciate this. Wait. Is it like sliced cheese or does it have to be nacho cheese?
No, did you say sliced cheese?
Yeah, like sliced American.
No, we're not talking about throwing cheese slices at you, although I would pay to do that.
It would be fucking hilarious. I would go for that.
You could do the baby challenge. Have somebody just throw cheese at your face for a while.
Can I have
Trump
a
only won because he
soup
looks
made
like
of
he's
cheese?
covered in cheese.
Cheesy man bad.
Oh, Joel says Weibo could be covered in anything. Aw, she's cute.
I appreciate that.
You are a cutie. I ain't gonna lie. Whoa. Ranting Monkey naked at Weibo Jones covered in cheese confirmed. I've never seen Weibo naked. And if I ever did, I'd hope the first time wasn't her covered in cheese, because then I'd be like, she's drowning. Somebody help her. But Peterbilt, you better not be fucking with me right now. He knows what he did.
What?
When cheese with quick dry cement goes flying, we know who to blame. Look. Craft singles on the boobs. Yeah. See what you started with the singles? That's not me.
So let's redirect, maybe.
What's wrong with wait,
God.
why the fuck are they promoting that? You sons of bitches.
What?
You sons of, where's the update? Oh, sorry, over on Steam. That's
Oh.
what Peterbilt was doing. The No Man's Sky Beyond, they have that at the top, the very top of the thing when you go there, but it's not in the downloads, you douchebags. Why isn't it in the downloads? What the hell are y'all doing?
Side tangent. What's the best type of cheese?
For me, look, and I recognize it's not cheese, y'all. My favorite type of cheese is Velveeta. Just the big old block of Velveeta. And second is spray cheese.
What's wrong with you?
And then Kraft singles.
You sicken me.
No, that's I don't like a sharp cheese. I just Pepper Jack's pretty good, Faithless. I like a Colby Jack is good as well.
Goat cheese is delicious.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Goat cheese, delicious.
You're judging me for Velveeta.
Yeah,
And your answer is goat cheese.
goat cheese is delicious. I also like a nice sharp cheddar. And then the one that comes in like the wheel. What's it called? Is
Government
it brie?
cheese?
No, brie. Brie cheese. Brie cheese is good.
She likes government cheese, y'all.
Sure. At least you didn't say powdered cheese, because then I'd have to judge you even harsher.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. The powder that comes with your macaroni and cheese, that stuff's actually pretty good.
Like, would you just eat it out of the packet by itself, or would you eat it with mac and cheese?
I feel like if I answer that, you're gonna judge me harshly.
You would eat it powdered?
Yeah.
Ah!
What?
What's wrong with you?
I like what I like.
Who hurt you as a child?
Nobody. I had a great childhood. That's why I'm as fun as I am.
Yeah, call it fun.
The update's here.
Oh God.
I don't get what's so wrong with goat cheese. It tastes good. It's soft and it goes nice on. It goes nice on
Came from a goat.
figs. It goes on figs really well, and my sandwiches really well.
Everybody, guys. Yeah. When I'm done with this, I will download the No Man's Sky, and guess what we'll be doing? We'll be playing some. Beyond. But we're not done with this yet. Look, it came from a goat. Goats are nasty, ugly, stinky little animals, and I'm not saying that cows aren't, but it's a goat. It's a goat.
Why you gotta be so rude?
I feel like I shouldn't have to say anything more than it's a goat.
Goats have cute little goatees.
Goats are bastards, man.
Goats are
Baby
the greatest
goats
of
are
all
so
time.
Monkey,
Goats
what do you gotta get? What do you got against kids?
They're I see what you did there. 10 hours after you start downloading. No, Faithless, I'm going to throw the satellite on, so that should down. How big is it? Does anybody know how big the patch is? I didn't see. Provolone is good. Baby goats lose against horses. What? Do horses beat up baby goats?
Can you milk a
I mean, they would.
Can you milk a what now?
Never mind.
She's gonna ask if you can milk a baby goat.
Nope.
Wow.
Rainbow.
That's not what I asked.
What did you ask?
Nope.
Peterbilt said my sister had a goat. Some bitch was mean as hell. Goats are mean.
But
They
they're
are
not
mean, man.
goats. You ever see a
Yeah, which
big
is
goat?
what makes them awesome.
Yeah,
No,
they're like the cats of farm animals.
no. Cats are assholes. Goats are mean. Those are two different things.
Explain.
A goat, while you're not looking, will run up and hit you in the ass.
You
They
know
will
my
headbutt
cat
you.
would do that.
My cat has never run up and headbutted me. No.
Well, no,
not
but
once.
like a random cat or your cat randomly decides that it wants to like deck you in the face with its paw.
No, my cat's liked me. What have you done to your cat, Sweebo?
Well, I had to amputate its tail when it was a baby because it was broken. So that's
I would hit you in the face too.
well, it was for its own good.
Monkey, if you had your tail amputated, we all would have a lot less issues.
Yeah, well, I have a wonderful tail.
Oh no!
I do, man. I got a cute ass. It's tiny, man. It's
That's not the tail I meant.
what tail were you talking about? Hey, dude says goats are adorable. Look, some goats can be cute, but they're still mean as fuck. Goats are mean. They're just little assholes.
What did you do to any goat that you've ever met?
Nothing. They're just mean. That's the
Yeah?
thing.
Sure. Goats don't just.
We will.
Look.
I'm pretty sure Monkey approached him from behind.
Goats wouldn't even be. Look, you don't touch me in the butt. First of all, goats
No.
wouldn't even be
You
good covered in
approached them
cheese.
from behind.
I don't
not
go near a
they.
goat. No, goats are mean as fuck. I don't like them. Been around many of them with 4-H fairs and stuff, and they're just. I have to point this out. God, I got to clean everything out. Hang on a second. My
What about
notifications.
those hilarious fainting goats? There are fainting
Yes.
goats.
Oh,
They're the best. They're goats that as soon as they sense like some kind of danger, they just their legs just completely like go numb and they just fall over.
All right, hang on. I gotta look this up.
Yes.
You've never heard of
Didn't know
fainting
that?
goats before?
No. I've seen goats do that thing, like the baby ones especially, where they're just like running around like chickens.
I'm sorry, running around like chickens?
Well, running around like chickens, but like they're jumping on things and they're spinning around and they're like just having a great time. No, you've never seen this?
Nothing about that sounded familiar.
All right, let me find it.
Asian hippie says goat curry is good. I've never tried curry. I mean, I suppose I'd try goat curry. I'd even try goat cheese, but just the sound of it is like, you know what? They make regular cheese. I'm gonna stick to that. We get asked all the time about what weird foods we eat, and I don't eat weird foods. The only meats I've eaten, let's see, I've had tuna, chicken, beef, pork. I had deer once, actually I've had it a couple of times because it was in sausage and it wasn't that bad, but I didn't really care for it. That's where I understood what the word gamey meant.
Here, I just put a link in the chat of baby goats playing around and being adorable.
They're still goats.
They're still cute.
Oh, it looks retarded.
Wow.
Monkey, have you ever had a horse?
No.
Oh, you should.
Don't y'all have cows over there?
I've been to certain
We
famous
do,
houses.
but like horse meat is fucking delicious, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
I wonder
What is
why we don't
wrong with you?
see.
Let me ask
What
you,
do
what
you
does horse
mean?
meat taste like?
It's hard to describe. It's basically like pork but better.
Pork. See?
No, but
Problem solved.
better. But better. I said
And how's
better.
it better? Because it neighs at you?
No, because it tastes like I don't know how to describe it. It tastes more savory. I think is probably the right way to put it.
Savory. Okay, I suppose, but Yeah, Nuts says you eat horses. People around the world eat weird shit. There are people who eat dogs and cats, and it's part of their actual diet, and it's not just some weird shit that happened, in Florida one day. And I don't judge them for it, but I judge them for it. It's like, okay, I get it.
I could probably get you some hippopotamus meat.
Thank you, Sabian. You told me the update is 4.8 gigs. Okay, yeah, that'll handle it pretty quick. That's not bad.
Far says I would totally eat a horse. Fuck horses. See, Far, you always struck me as kind of a horse girl.
Sorry, did you just call her a horse girl?
She's
Like-
gonna hate me for that.
That's rude.
Like
She's so
Sarah
gonna
Jessica
hate me.
Parker.
Oh no, that's
eat
not what I
tortoise
meant.
monkey?
Fuck's sake.
See,
I'm not
that's
that
almost
rude to
bad.
Far, okay? I'm not that rude to her.
That's almost as bad as calling people cowgirls, because I don't know that.
Oh, I like a cowgirl, man. Oof.
Of course you do.
Especially if she's a reverse cowgirl. Oh,
I mean, who
That's
doesn't?
awesome.
Who doesn't?
Okay, I've decided that I want to raise goats now.
no, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Raise the fainting goats, please.
You are 5 foot.
Perfect
Ooh.
content. Millions of
5 foot-
subscribers.
Two, yes, and
You are going to get the shit kicked out of you by goats.
Oh my gosh, this goat is dressed like a baby sunflower.
Oh my god.
Yeah, monkey, you sent her down a goat hole, I should say.
She did this. She brought up the goat cheese.
They're dressed up so cute. This one's got a bell on its collar.
The Red Hawk says the one time I had alligator meat, it tasted so much like chicken. I'm not entirely convinced the restaurant gave me chicken and just called it alligator.
Dude, yes, no, fried alligator tastes like chicken. No joke.
Then just eat alligator or just eat chicken.
Nice one, monkey.
You know what?
Just eat alligator,
Oh, this is a goat and a cat.
Almost
food.
every kind of meat they tell you about is like, it tastes like chicken, it tastes like beef, it tastes like pork. Those are readily available. Eat those.
Do
And
they-
now, I don't know how it
but-
is
but-
in Germany. I don't know how much like grazing land and stuff you guys have. We have tons of it. So we're not hurting for
Yeah.
any of those animals. You guys
Yeah,
might be. So
we,
horse,
no, we have plenty of it too, but we have a lot of horses on it.
but yeah, that's weird.
It's
you guys
not.
can use those for like riding and farm work and not eating. You know, if you guys would have rode those in World War II, you might have won. Instead, you were too busy eating the damn things. Shark is delicious. Look, I don't understand all the weird shit people eat. I just don't. I'm a normal person. Just throw cheese on it and I'm good. Get fainting goats and screaming goats. Entertainment for days. Will the screaming goats make the fainting goats faint? Because that's some awesome shit if they will. And I hate the sound goats make too. And they're ugly and their fur is that hair on them is nasty.
You're just a hater.
Yeah.
I'm not a hater. I just
See,
don't like
finally,
I
there's
don't
something.
like her.
Finally, there's something the Germans and the Poles can come together on.
Yes.
Monkey is a hater.
We stand.
I'm not a hater. I'm a don't like her. I don't like that shit.
That's a hater.
Yep.
Jedi says they did. We had trucks, technology for the win. Did Monkey just say he was normal? Did I say I was normal?
No.
I don't think I would ever say that. Well,
It
maybe
would
when
be a
we
lie if you did.
if we're talking about what I eat for food, I'm more normal than most people. I'm like not even I'm vanilla when it comes to eating. I don't want to try your weird shit.
You're not
Here,
even
try
eating
this.
horse. That means you're not just vanilla. You're tasteless.
I'm not tasteless.
You're bland.
Eat
You'll
me.
eat spray cheese on anything, but you are bland when it comes to food. Brah.
I am bland when it comes to food. You know why? Because the food I eat is already good enough. I don't.
I
You know what?
like
There's
food.
nothing worse than some jackass coming to try this. What is it? Eat it first, and then I'll tell you. I'm not eating that.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Yes,
reasonable,
agreed.
but-
Agreed. But if they tell you what it is,
Yeah.
would you try it?
Probably not, because they'd be
Fuck
like,
you.
no, I'm not putting that nasty shit in my mouth.
Okay.
If you have to try to trick me into doing it, no.
I wouldn't trick you into it. I would tell you it's that.
And
You want to have a try.
fair. That's
all right,
fair.
all right, Monkey.
Yes.
And
Then
you
I like
refusing is rude.
foods. I'm gonna run you through some foods, and you're gonna be like yes or no, right?
Sure, go ahead.
Lobster.
I had it once, didn't like it. Hey, let me help you out. Seafood, unless it's tuna, no.
Okay, so that gets rid of half of my list.
Don't eat seafood. I don't like it. It's disgusting.
To be
Mushroom.
fair, I don't like seafood either, so I understand you on that. I would try
No, it depends on how it's prepared, I guess.
I'm sure, but yeah,
some
no.
of it.
You gotta get the right type of seafood, and it's gotta be prepared right.
Like vagina?
Exactly. Like you wouldn't just go up to any random woman with any stanky old like crusted
Depends how desperate you are.
I would hope that you wouldn't go.
Okay, fair enough.
I hope you have standards when it comes to your palate, just as much as I hope you have standards when it comes to your dick. But that's not it.
Put something on the screen. Froggy says, Rancy Monkey, you eat hot dogs with ranch. Yeah, so. And you got not only do I eat hot dogs with ranch, I will also eat raw hot dogs with ranch. I eat both. Thank you. Anyhow, crusted crotch.
Monkey, would you eat a Chicago style hot dog?
What else on Chicago style?
Forgot. I think there's like peppers. Hang on.
I would eat a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not a fan of what's that crap Germans made? Sauerkraut. I don't eat that shit. It's not very. I don't like it.
It's not all of Germany. It's the Bavarians.
But you guys came up with that shit.
It's the Bavarians that came up with it. Everyone else in Germany hates it.
All right. The Bavarians came up with. I don't like sauerkraut. I've had it. I've tried it, but I didn't care for it.
All right.
So
I'm with you on that.
You boys ready?
Yeah.
This is the Chicago style. Yellow mustard, chopped white onions, bright green sweet pickle relish, a dill pickle spear, tomato slices or wedges, pickled sport peppers, and a dash of celery salt.
You lost me on the sweet relish. I don't like sweet relish.
Okay. But everything else is good.
Everything else would be fine, yeah.
Okay. All right. What about deep dish pizza?
Again, I've had it. I'm not a big fan. I actually prefer a Sicilian pizza. I'd eat it. If it's like, okay, we're having pizza and this is what it is, I'm like, sure, okay. Not a problem.
That's fair. Have you ever had dilly beans?
A what now?
A dilly bean. It's a green bean that's been pickled. It's a Wisconsin thing.
A pickled green bean?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd try it, but
it's good.
I would be like, they make cucumbers for this, right?
Well, no. Typically, it goes in the what is known in Wisconsin as whiskey old fashioned.
Okay.
But like, I eat them just out of the jar because they're really that good.
Cryptic says Germans invented human-sized ovens during World War II, but they didn't make sauerkraut.
I disavow.
No, I'm just not a fan of like weird stuff. If you take different ingredients and throw them together, I might try that if it's ingredients I like. But like with the hot dog, I do not like sweet relish. That shit is fucking gross.
That's fair.
I don't like sweet pickles, any of that stuff that's green and sweet. I'm like, no, that's gross. Stop it. You're bad. Go sit in the corner and think about cheese like a human. I tried dilly beans, says Joel. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan. I don't get people who like burned hot dogs. Oh, well, it depends. If they're on a grill and they get a nice char, almost black, that's kind of good. That's kind of good.
So you have standards when it comes to pickled food items then.
What do you mean?
Like, so you know how they have pickles that are sweet, but then they have also the pickles that are not sweet, but they have like the vinegary taste about them.
Huh?
And then they have like the in-between.
Are you describe in between?
They're like sandwich pickles, and they have the little frilly ridges on them. They're not like the dill spears, the kosher dill spears, or the other side of that where it's like the tiny little dark green sweet pickles, but they're like in between that. They have a very distinct taste. I don't know exactly what they're called. It's a completely different recipe.
Real quick, Expo Hotep says, was driving and couldn't call bull. Raw hot dogs with ranch, you are not normal. I'm telling you, they're good. They're very good. They're deep fried hot dogs, not a corn dog, no batter. I would try that.
Bread and
like
butter pickles. That's
I
what
don't know. Bread and butter pickles, I'm not a fan of.
Yeah, no.
I like homemade dill pickles, which you always end up with a. They're such a varied taste depending on who made them, but I do like them. They don't taste like your store-bought pickles. Twitter says Beyond is live on stream. Griffin says, thank you so much. Yeah, it just went up. I'll be going over there, guys. I'll be going over there. We're down to food talk, so we'll probably be ending up here. We'll be ending real shortly anyway. Because we had our political talk, then we had our weird monkey thinks differently than everybody else talk, and now we're on to food. So we'll be wrapping up shortly. Germans need the ovens for their large pizzas.
I disavow.
Germans actually have pizza?
Wait,
Do you guys
what?
have pizza?
Yeah, of course we have pizza.
Like,
What
but
the-
like, is it weird?
It's
Do they
horse
put like
pizza.
bratwurst on pizza and sauerkraut on the pizza?
No, we're having pizza. Like, do you what? We're having quite a large Italian community in Germany. Thank you very much.
It's because you guys.
They taught
They were
us
their
how to.
friends.
They taught.
Thank you, Cryptic. I'm Asian and I eat intestines, stomach, and feet. Hot dogs with ranch is nasty to me. Did you try it? Did you try it, feet eater?
Just listen to him. If he eats intestines, stomach, and feet, and he says hot dog with ranch is nasty, then hot dog with ranch is nasty. He should know.
Oh, actually, this brings up.
No. You can't know. You can think it's nasty, and that's fine, but you can't know it's nasty.
Would you
Not
put
unless
ranch-
you
but you never had horse.
And I think it sounds nasty.
Monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it isn't.
Would you put ranch on pizza?
I have put ranch on pizza.
And
It's good.
okay. I don't think we can be friends anymore.
Have you put ranch on pizza?
No, because it's nasty.
Do you like ranch?
Yes.
Put ranch. Just try it on a tiny little bite of a pepperoni pizza and try it. You'll be like, oh, fuck, Monkey's right. Now I'm going to have to try hot dogs this way.
Why would I want to contaminate God's best creation?
How do you know you're contaminating it and not making it better?
Because it's ranch dressing. Ranch dressing goes on my rabbit food, all right? Not on.
No. Ranch dressing goes on almost everything. Good morning, Jack.
Good morning.
Boy, did you come into a weird one.
Jack, back me up. Ranch dressing should not go on pizza.
No, actually, it's pretty good on pizza, especially with
I
chicken.
don't want to hear it.
It's also a great way to eat the crust, man. You just dip the crust in ranch dressing.
Yeah.
Just eat the crust.
Oh
Well,
man, if you
as
get some really good like buttermilk ranch dressing, like Hidden Valley or Marzetti's.
Jack, leave.
Oh, that's
Leave.
amazing.
Get out of here.
The only
No, I actually came in for a reason. I just got up because I was taking me a little grown-up nap where you inadvertently fall asleep.
Yeah.
And I heard a couple of interesting things. One, ranch on hot dogs is fucking disgusting.
Thank you.
wrong.
I'm sorry, man. Hot dogs alone are disgusting. It's like all the shavings left over on the floor that they're like, hey, let's put
Thank
this
you.
in some butthole casing and sell it.
Wait,
Second of all,
Jack, you're right.
You put it in a butthole
you.
casing with lots of spices. All right, keep going.
yeah, just a
That
bunch
does
of
make it
leftover
better.
shit.
And it's good, man.
Also, I need some clarification. Badgerman, when you say we have pizza in Germany, is that code for Jewish children?
I disavow.
I just wondered because I read the Podesta emails. There was lots of talk about pizza, and
What?
I thought I need to come in and get some clarification on this.
Podesta. What does Podesta have to do with Germany?
I don't know. That's what I'm wondering.
Nothing.
Maybe Goebbels was into some spirit cooking, or the SS was into some pretty weird shit. So
He might have been. He might have been.
Oh my goodness. How you been, Jack?
I've had a pretty terrible week.
I'm sorry, dude.
So, yeah, I don't really want to get into it, but I got some personal drama going on that is really frustrating.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you guys know if you have a show tonight?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Polly hasn't messaged me or anything. Hoping we do, but I don't know. Lots going on with the crazies over the comic industry. So
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of it, and oof, man.
yeah, you can always tell when an industry is in trouble because they start getting desperate and floundering around, and all the crazy shit comes out of the woodwork. Then
I saw.
Are you talking about Twitch?
No.
I saw that Marvel was giving Zoe Quinn a writing job.
Yep. Yep.
Are
On
you
Hellcat.
fucking insane,
dude. You know, it's sort of like when you're desperate, like picture like a starving gold miner, right? You're not doing well. You're panning for gold. You didn't find anything, but the guy 3 claims over found a little bit of money, and he's like, "Yeah, it was fake gold, but he found some, and he managed to sell it for like 20 cents." And you're like, "I want some of that too." So I'm going to mimic all of his bad ideas. So DC had given her that book Goddess Mode, and it flopped hard.
Yep.
So they're like, "Hey, we can beat that."
In fairness, the first issue sold like what 17,000, or shipped 17,000, something like that.
Yeah.
And then
That's
the second one. What's that? I'm sorry.
That's what first issues do, right? They oversell.
It depends on the issue. But then, like the next one, it didn't even do 5,000. I think it was. It just kept dropping after that. And then they're like, you know what? We need to just cancel this whole print.
Yeah, they were like, "Wrap it up. We're done." They shut down the entire Vertigo imprint because of awful sales. The guy running things was a complete asshole. So he was an asshole to the fans, which didn't help sales. And a lot of the creative team, there were all kinds of problems. One of the guys on a book called Border Town was accused of like continual sexual harassment. And they were like, "We thought he quit." So
that's better.
Yeah, and then they had controversy with that Second Coming book where some religious groups were upset, and because it was about Jesus Christ having to team up with a Superman type character so he could learn how to be a hero.
Yeah,
and it turns out that book sucks because it went over to another company and it's tanking pretty hard. So yeah, they had all kinds of internal problems, and it was just becoming a very political line. So they shut that down, and Zoe got some other gig with a smaller publisher for like a brief stint, and now she's getting Hellcat. And if you don't know, Hellcat was on Jessica Jones' TV show for a hot minute for the last couple seasons there. But yeah, it's just a terrible idea. She doesn't have a track record for sales. She has some name recognition, but it's not something
not as a writer.
Yeah, and it's not in a particularly good way. She doesn't have a great reputation with fans or anything like that. She has a controversial track record. So they keep doing this, though. Marvel hired Ta-Nehisi Coates, who, in my opinion statement, doesn't like white people very much. And they put him on Captain America.
Okay.
Yeah. So Marvel makes all sorts of stupid decisions, but they're run by Disney, so they got Disney money, and they can do that. They can tank it all right into the ground, and Disney isn't going to give 2 fucks. They've got the IP.
All right.
I'm very opinionated about that. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I just came in to make fun of German pizza.
Well, it's oh shit! I hadn't even looked at the hashtag today. But somebody, Della Hayes. Wow, these women made outfits out of cheese.
Oh my god!
Now that's erotic.
Wow, erotic cheese.
If you have a minute, there's something that I would like to talk about.
Sure.
I know you were talking about closing up, but there was an incident the other day that, as a person interested in really weird shit, I thought was kind of unbelievable and needed some addressing. So, do you have a couple minutes or?
Absolutely.
Okay. Let me just bring up the article here because this is kind of terrifying. You remember in 2016 there were the clown sightings?
Yes.
Okay, well, this is even more disturbing. Man wearing TV on head caught on camera leaving old TVs in front of porches.
Oh, I saw that.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy. Am I screen sharing? I can't tell
No.
on this new
It's
system.
not coming up.
Okay. Oh, haha, buttons are hard. Shush.
Whew.
So, yeah.
All right. It looks like your story's up. Hang on, let me share you. There we go. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. So this is an actual news thing. This is from ABC6, and we've got Henrico County, Virginia residents woke up to find free televisions on their doorsteps, and these are not like flat screens. These are the old tube TVs. This guy went around the neighborhood and put 50 TVs out. 50.
Why?
No one knows. That's just it. And somebody caught this guy on their Ring camera, the little doorbell cameras.
Yeah.
Otherwise, nobody would have even known what the guy looked like. So let's see. Police and some local people went around to catch him, but it was outstanding. But the best part is that despite how weird this entire scenario is, it's not the first time he's done it.
What?
He did it in August of last year.
I got your screen off while you get to the next one. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right.
I was just switching tabs there. More than 20 vintage TVs left on Henrico front porches. Quote, it's so weird.
Who does that?
Right? It's fucking crazy.
I love this kind of stuff.
Right? It's almost as good as the Bunny Man. Have you ever heard that story?
No.
Okay. I believe it was in Prince George's County back in like the 60s. There was a housing development, and this soldier and his girlfriend went out there.
Guys, I'll be right back.
The soldier and his girlfriend went out to make out, and some drunk guy in a big fluffy bunny costume from like Easter ran up to their car and threw an axe at their windshield.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was fucking nuts. And he was like ranting about something along the lines of gentrification. No one really knows because he was really wasted, apparently. And that happened at least twice that the newspapers reported, up to about a dozen times from what people said. So it was pretty nuts. But this really kind of took the cake because this guy's just leaving TVs on people's porches, kind of at random. And where is he getting all these TVs?
Maybe cigar chomping penguins says maybe it was Sven Computer from Crowder's show.
Oh yeah, you never know. I mean, like this lady found a Toshiba from 1986 sitting on her front porch there, and it's just weird stuff like that.
Nice.
And I loved this article because of my love of weird stuff. But yeah, here's the ring.com video. This guy just leaving.
The question that I have, how did Florida man make it to Virginia?
This is taking Florida man to a whole new level because like he's committed to the bit. He's got the helmet on.
Yeah.
Let me find out. They have a still photo of him on one of these. Oh, come on. I hate these. embedded videos. You can't
By
do
the way,
anything with them.
Jack, by the way, apparently it's Henrico, not Henrico.
Henrico?
Yeah. RVA says he lives there, so.
Oh, was it you, RVA?
Probably.
These are things I need to know because this is the most outstanding thing I have read since the Creepy Clowns in
Sorry,
South
let me get
Carolina.
this screen for you. Hey, what was this one? Oh,
It's the same crazy stuff, but
Was that a baby goat?
yeah, it's some mattress commercial. I wish I had the photo of him on here because it's outstanding. He's got a hollowed out old tube TV as a helmet to protect his identity.
where does he get all the damn TVs from?
That's what I'm wondering. No one seems to know.
Speculate.
Like he's handed out 70 tube TVs.
The
Well-
video is on MITAM if you want to check it out. Probably, apparently.
What's that?
Video of the TV guy is on
Oh.
MITAM.
Okay.
Yeah, I had posted it yesterday, but did I quit screen sharing there?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's on.
good.
Oh wait. Turn around, dude. There you go. Oh fuck. Let me.
So
Hang on.
yeah, I absolutely loved this. I had to share this, and I was dying to tell everyone about it that didn't read it.
Here's what he looks like, guys. That's him.
Now, if he teams up with Max Headroom, I think we have a superhero duo for the ages.
He actually waves at the camera. He knows it's there.
At least it's not camera shy.
Well, I don't know if he knows the camera's there or if he's just weird enough to wave in general at the house that he's leaving.
It could be, but I mean, he's waving exactly. He's not waving at the front door. He's waving off to the side. He's waving at that camera.
This has got to be somebody that lives in the area
Yeah, yeah.
and knows the neighborhood, knows people,
Freak.
that sort of thing. But I think this guy's hilarious.
I love
It-
the internet.
There's a part of the video is that he has to go around like the people that picked up the TVs. They had like a rider truck, like a moving truck to pick up the TVs. And if you watch the cops and stuff pick up the TVs, these are big ass old heavy TVs. This guy's did this all night. Like 50 TVs. Do you know how hard your back is going to hurt? Even if you're in good shape from moving those things, they're like 50 pounds.
Yeah, what size is that one he left there? That's like a 20, 24?
If you got a passion in life, go for it, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Don't judge the man.
I'm not judging. I think it's great. This is the type of prank I can get behind because nobody's hurt.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't
Now
hurt anyone.
Giant ass TV that we don't know what to do with. It's not compatible with any of our systems.
Yeah, and
Plug in anything.
it might even work. Like, it might not even be junk. It just is an old TV.
Gee, thanks, bro.
Well, oh wow, finally. Oh dear Lord.
Did you get the tweet or the DM that I sent you?
No.
Look at it. It's adorable.
Oh, what are you doing to me? I was looking at a woman in really low cut shorts.
Of course you were.
I sent you a stripping kitten.
God damn, that's loud. Aw. That is not the first pussy to touch that pole.
Okay.
Just gonna throw that out there. But with that, yeah, we're at the 2.5 hour mark. One of the reasons I like to only go 2 hours, and you guys might not know this about me, you should. I drink constantly during streams because I talk a lot and my mouth gets really dry, which means I only have about a 2 hour bladder, which is why I had to excuse myself a moment ago.
You
But-
need a Gatorade bottle, buddy.
So you're good to go for another 2 hours then.
I really am.
Okay,
But-
we can keep going.
No, I got to go download some shit and do some other things. I got to do stuff and things, Badger. Oh,
I understand. I understand.
the Beyond thing came out, man. I've been waiting for this for 2 weeks. I'm not near as excited. I was watching some people doing live streams. It was funny. There were people doing live streams last night, like with anticipation for this, like it was a new movie coming out or Super Bowl kind of thing. They're like, yeah, and trying to dissect the couple of minutes that footage that we actually got from it, a couple seconds actually. These people have been waiting like a year, and they're like so geeked for this. I'm geeked, but not that geeked, and I do want to play it, so I'm going to go do that. Chat, thank you guys so much for coming out and hanging out with us. Thanks for the donations. Cannot tell you how much I appreciate those. You guys are amazing. Love you guys. Weibo, is there anything you want to pimp out today?
I just put the stripping kitten video in the chat, and also I'll have a video coming out at some point in this week. Plus, I did a live stream yesterday with updates on what I've been up to the last 3 weeks. So there, check out my channel.
And that is on Weibo Jones on the YouTube, y'all.
Yeah.
Badger, anything you want to pimp today?
I've been working on getting my first podcast to start, and that will happen next Monday. It's called I'm still kind of happy with the name, I gotta say. Faster, Higher, Stronger Badger. Weibo, shut up.
You are none of those things.
It's that what?
You are none of those things.
No, I'm not saying I am. Faster, Higher, Stronger is the Olympic motto.
Oh.
And
Well,
I'm talking about sports and esports. That's what the podcast is about. That's why it's called that. And I'm Badger. I'm hosting the thing.
you're gonna have to explain that to the audience so that they don't
I
accidentally think anything.
I'm not fast. Maybe I'm high, but I'm not. I mean, I am kind of strong. I want to make that clear. But no, that's gonna start next Monday. It will be a weekly podcast where I basically talk about news in sports and esports. Try to go both ways, because I feel like there's a lot of overlap between the two.
Badger's going to go both ways.
Fuck you.
You said it.
Yes, but still, fuck you. But anyway, the link to my channel is in the chat. I will be working on it a little bit more. It probably won't have the name Badgerman anymore, obviously, but I'm still working on it. But the first episode will be on Monday, and then it will be a weekly podcast.
All right. And Jack, anything you want to show?
I'm starting a podcast about the Special Olympics. It's called Not So Fast, Not So
Fuck
High, and superhumanly strong and sexed up. Act out like that. In real news, Polly's got a really cool live reading of the Screw Tape Letters, Chapter 22. I put the link in the chat for you guys. Check it out. It's really good.
All right. And tonight we're on my channel for Lords of the Night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. No game stream. Well, actually, I think we are planning to game tonight because Beyond came out. And I'll be gaming here in a little bit after I get it downloaded over on Ranting Monkey Games. Links for below thing. You know what I mean? Everybody, thank you for coming and watching. Badger, Weibo, Jack, thank you guys so much for joining me. Everybody, have a wonderful Wednesday, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.